Hello, I am here in, genuinely do not remember what this town was called. Does it have a name? Maybe it had a name and I don't recall, but anyway, we beat up Dracula, and now Shrug. Well, we have to stop Balloon. I know it's supposed to be like Balloon, but no, absolutely not. It is Balloon, who is dressed very festively. Wait, that's not the way out of town. Where did the way out of town appear? You don't know if this place has a name. The background music is theme of Highland Village on the OST. Well, goodbye, Highland Village. I also like it when towns are shaped like that, just sort of organically built into the rock structure. Yeah, it's Balloon from Mario RPG. Cool bones. That's a good sign when you leave town and there's just a whole skeleton. It's a little sad. Like, you know, what if this was some malnourished traveler and they were so close, but then they perish there? Boy, this looks so safe. So safe. Look at the way Linda runs. I never stop to, I don't know, appreciate is the word, but yeah, that's the run you want to do when you're on a perilous root bridge covered in moss. Some fun music here. I wish I had a map, but I guess this just goes nowhere. These routes kind of remind me of the Disney Tarzan movie, you know, with the Phil Collins soundtrack, where they're surfing around on the vines. I think I've only seen that movie once, and that's most of what I remember from it. That and the way the villain bites it. What was his name? Clayton or something? Working on her cardio for her stage events. Well, Big Bull's also working on his cardio, but he's always working on his cardio. Just like every day, even when he's asleep. Here we are at the World Library. In Balloon's domain, we have less to fear. He will be wary lest he harm what he holds dear. With haste, head below as nigh the time draws near. Balloon. Even though he's a human, he displays enormous evilness. I will give him the punishment that he deserves. Huh? What's this? Hey, slave! And your belongings. There's something flashing. That can't be. Friendship bond was surrounded by light and upgraded. It's this again. The last time it flashed, the power seemed to increase. Did it happen again? Well, we can always try it out. Let's go, slave, to meet Balloon. There are too many people in this group now. I mean, we don't need Kiesling anymore, right? He's done his job. He helped me beat up Dio Brando. We can just throw him off the tree now. Hello, single man. Oh, here comes the cause of Balloon's anger to the World Library, the World Core. You're a human, not a ghost. You can't fight. We record the classification that influences the world by listing them in the classification list. This is a library, and we are just clerks, mere helpless workers. The classification list? The mechanism for Balloon's world order is written here? That's right. We know your situation, too. Our fate is in your hands. I know you want to hurry. This place consists of 3 buildings, a center, an east, and a west wing. It's pretty big. Some doors require keys to go through. I recommend just proceeding without being in haste. Balloon won't run away. But Kiesling will. Goodbye. Okay. Do you just... Yeah, I guess he just says the same thing. No, ghosts, do not attack me while I'm going to the save point. The green root things jutting out that I walked over reminded you of Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm thinking specifically of slipping on seagull droppings while on the outside of the oil tanker. You know what I mean? The door won't open. Okay. I can't read any of these books, can I? No. This game has not been big on interactable things, which is a shame. I love it when RPGs let me just check everything for flavor text, you know? What do we got here? What is this creature? Is that like a mad painting? Oh, this isn't Ari. This is Big Bull. Sucky bat, cursed painting. Oh yeah, I forgot to money grind, but I did, like, get Linda A level. So now she has Thunder Peck, packed with electric love. So let's try it on the cursed painting. Why not? And see what it looks like. And Ari now has Friendly Inferno, which takes 158 HP. Holy moly. I don't know if I'd want to use that. I feel like Overdrive already takes, like, 15% of Ari's hit points-ish. I don't really feel like doing the math. Something like that. I think it's abstract art in Earthbound, because that's what I was thinking over, or thinking about. Linda just scuffs her socks on the carpet for a bit, and then gives the painting a smooch. Stan drains over half my HP to set some stuff on fire. And the reason it takes so much HP is because Ari gets caught up in the fire too. Stan doesn't care if Ari's hair gets singed a little bit. He didn't need those eyebrows. It's not like you have any girls to impress. Who cares? I'm hoping today will not turn into another long Zatsudan leveling stream. But, I mean, depending on how winding this dungeon is, it very well might, just without the leveling. But yeah, I don't mind. I had a really good time just shooting the breeze with folks before. I'm just gonna take advantage of these free heals. Sasuga Stan. Moves that take your own health you don't like and you don't use. It kind of depends on the move, I think. Like in Mega 10 games, physical attacks tend to require your HP as opposed to MP. Nope. Which is good because, you know, the physical-oriented characters don't tend to have a lot of MP to begin with. The baby raid is here. Hello, Luce and friends. I mean, I'd ask how Sonic went, but I saw how Sonic went. Congratulations on beating the original Sonic the Hedgehog as Tails. I hope you enjoyed it. It was cathartic for me seeing you get past Labyrinth Zone. Because as mentioned before, I've never beaten the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Because Little Mori would get to the boss of Labyrinth Zone and then go, this sucks, actually, I don't want to do it. And then just leave, give up. You know, also back in my day, you didn't have save states or, well, saves at all in the original Sonic. Sonic did not feature battery back saves until Sonic 2, or sorry, Sonic 3. Not Sonic 2, Sonic 3. You know, ye old days of you had to complete the game in one sitting. So, like, if a parent wanted to watch something, or you had to go, you either leave the console on or that's it. Do it all from the start, forehead. It is kind of weird how Epros's lackeys and Chill Dracula's lackeys are just generic enemies in here, yeah. I guess they were contract workers. Yeah, it's not really worth getting the Chaos Emeralds. And yeah, Liz was playing Sonic Origins, which I guess lets you play as Tails in Sonic 1. It also adds the spin dash to Sonic 1, which was interesting. Since that was not a thing you could do until Sonic 2. Nice little quality of life feature, really. Because Sonic, I don't know why I didn't just use the book, whatever. I could have even have said, like, I used an item, aren't you proud of me? But it was a completely unnecessary item. What's wrong with me? I've heard the music in Sonic Origins, at least for Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, is different in parts because of licensing issues. So I'm curious what those will sound like. I mean, I know those soundtracks like Sonic 3 and Knuckles especially well. So the difference I would clock immediately. I'm trying not to run into too many encounters. But let's see. This draw distance. Okage was like an early PS2 game, yeah? So of course you gotta have that sweet, sweet fog. Oh, you're gonna play Sonic CD next. That's interesting. Not Sonic 2? I believe Sonic CD was developed concurrently with Sonic 3. So Sonic 3 is more its contemporary, I think. I don't have dates pulled up, so don't quote me on that, but I'm reasonably sure that's correct. The first thing you saw when closing down that stream was Delinquent Tales. I have several just random pictures on my desktop here that I've just left here as detritus from things that I wanted to show chat while on stream. And I'm pretty sure Delinquent Tales is one of them. I'm gonna check after this battle. Any day now. Any day now. Get rid of those sucky bets, yeah. You believe the new music in Sonic 3 is actually the original pre-MJ music? I would believe that. That would make the most sense. Linda's health is getting a little low. It's like, maybe I should do something about that, but I'm like, oh, we can probably just finish this fight, right? Please, do not, no kissy. Do not sanitary. Do not kiss the art. Originally developed for PS1, but then hurriedly rejiggered for PS2, which did not at the time have any RPGs of note yet. That's so odd to think about. Like, to me, when I think about the biggest difference between what Nintendo and Sony were doing at this era of game development, was that the PlayStation had all the RPGs, and the N64 did not. And I do somehow have to bring up Quest 64, like the third Okage stream in a row, which is so weird, but that was like one of the only RPGs, which I think is the reason I rented it in the first place. I actually had the PC version of Sonic 3 as well, with the weird MIDI music. I don't really remember it, like the music off the top of my head, because what I've played more of is the version in Sonic Mega Collection, which I had in the GameCube. I never had a Genesis. So the first time I actually, for real, owned Sonic games, or the original Sonic games, was Mega Collection on the GameCube. So I guess I just need to search around this labyrinthine library and find some keys. I assume the keys will just be in treasure chests or something, and not like in an unmarked corridor somewhere and I just step on them like the tiny gears. I really wish the map showed the books, like the bookshelves rather. Sort of the same way how the map did not show the bridges and the innumerable sewers we have trekked through, which made it a lot trickier to navigate than it should have been. Man, are we that low on LP already? That can't be right. Oh well, whatever. To you, there was basically only one game on the N64, and that is Paper Mario. The only RPG on the N64, really. Really. It also occurred to me, when I was thinking about Okage previously, and the reason that Ari has the decoy spell has always seemed a little odd to me, being that Ari himself is not particularly tanky. I like Linda's pose there. Now I can't see it because there's a big guy in the way, but he's not particularly tanky, and if he dies, that's just game over immediately. But then I thought, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Stan doing his counter move is based on how many times Ari has been hit in battle. So presumably one could hasten that by deliberately getting Ari attacked a bunch. But I don't know if that's really worth the risk. Because, you know, it's so easy for enemies to gang up on Ari, and then he'll go from, you know, good health to dead. Linda taking a big steppy. The PS2 game with the box art that looks like Link. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if I can envision anything in my mind. Oh, there he goes. Thank you, Stan. I mean, a little late, but better late than never. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Ogre Battle 64. I rented that game once, and I remember people swearing in it and being, oh, you can do that? I think I played it. When did Ogre Battle 64 come out with regards to Donkey Kong 64? Because that's the other big swearing in an N64 game, by which I mean this Kong's one hell of a guy. You hear that in the DK rap, and then you look around in a panic, thinking, oh, did any adults hear that? Are they going to take away my N64 because they said a swear about Chunky? My parents absolutely would not have cared at all. I remember asking once if I could rent Conker's Bad Fur Day, you know, explaining, like, yeah, it's mature rated. My parents did not care, so. And I was absolutely way too young for Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, I was not, like, scarred or traumatized by it. It's not... I mean, it's body. And there's a lot of, like, gore, but cartoonish gore. Mostly I just found the game too hard. But I do remember when I rented it, the copy I had rented had a save file that was completed, and you could freely select whatever chapter you wanted. So I played, like, all the chapters. I just didn't complete all of them. Wave Race. I'm sorry, I'm looking over at chat late. Like, Wave Race 64? I remember Jet Force Gemini. I was actually thinking about that game weirdly yesterday, because the character select music from Jet Force Gemini was stuck in my hair. What do you mean, Death's Door? What have you done to Linda? What have you done to Linda? Are you going to reap Linda like an ear of rice? Don't do that. You actually have a copy of Jet Force Gemini. Wild. You actually beat Jet Force... Yeah, that is a feat. I thought to myself, actually, when Jet Force Gemini's character select music was stuck in my head the other day, I thought, should I stream Jet Force Gemini? Because I like rare games, and then I thought, no. I've mentioned this on stream before, but if one is not familiar with Jet Force Gemini, so part of the game is that throughout the levels, you'll find these little teddy bear... They're very Ewok-like creatures. Like, I'm pretty sure they're meant to deliberately be very Ewok-like creatures called tribals. And you can rescue them by collecting them. But more often than not, they'll wind up getting themselves killed by enemies or by running into your line of fire. Which, whatever. You know, I'm not going for 100% completion. I don't care. And then you find out later in the game that you have to save every single one of them to beat the game. I never owned Jet Force Gemini. I just rented it. But that would have been my, like, you know what? No, I'm good. Coming from someone who has played Jet Force Gemini thoroughly, please don't subject myself to it. Well, there you go, folks. There's your review of Jet Force Gemini. That is correct. You can play as a... What was his name? Lupus the dog? I think? Yeah, like the disease. I'm pretty sure that was his name. And then you upgraded him so he was in a little tank. Okay, I think I just went in a circle here. The way you always like to refer to it is, imagine if Ocarina of Time made you get all 100 gold Skulltula tokens before they let you into Ganon's Tower. God, can you imagine? Actually, I think that would be worse. Because some of the Skulltulas take a lot of doing to find, because like you gotta dump bugs in a hole, or roll into a tree at night, or go back into dungeons as an adult kind of thing. That's just too fussy for me. I wonder if fire is any good. Like, flame is just flat out pathetic, because Big Bull doesn't have good magic stats. I wonder if fire is worth anything, or if it's just as pathetic. I mean, is it worth using this at all? Psychological torture. Yeah, that was barely any better than fire. I'm so proud of you, Bull. A lot of old school games are psychological torture, and I'd say that's how we liked them, but I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of Stockholm Syndrome in there. Or, you know, when you're little and you only have so many games to play. You have a lot of time, but not a lot of games, versus when you're older, when you have a lot more games, but not a lot of time. So you beat your head against a wall. You know, especially if you rent a game, it's like, well, this is my weekend. You know, it's this or nothing. Linda's about to die. Thanks, Linda. Rare in that era had some extremely demanding requirements just to beat the game normally. Yeah, Donkey Kong 64's N64 and rare coins. I remember, like, Jetpack I beat in Donkey Kong 64 pretty easily, but to get the rare coin, or what was it? I forget. It was the N64 coin. And point is, one of the two collectibles you needed to actually access the final boss in Donkey Kong 64, you had to play through the original Donkey Kong arcade game twice in a row to get it. And I had never played it before. And that took me a while to do. I was little. I feel like maybe we should go back to the initial save point. I kind of want a map for this place, which might sound like wimping out a little bit. And yeah, I agree, it does kind of sound like wimping out a little bit, but the fact the map in-game does not show the bookshelves is painful. You remember beating your head against that Donkey Kong arcade game a lot. Probably took hours, but you did. I don't recall how long it took me, because it was years ago when I first played Donkey Kong 64. But I did it. Took a lot of tries, but I did it. I think what annoyed me the most about that was that to play the arcade game, you had to have Donkey Kong himself go up to it and pull a lever in front of it to start it, which had this whole long, can't go in there, this whole long animation. And if you got a game over in the arcade game, you had one life, by the way, I believe. If you got a game over, you had to do that animation again. It's like, just let me retry it. Just put me back in, coach. Come on. Who mentioned Ninja Garden? Yeah, no, I want to play Ninja Garden. I did see the trailer for the new Ninja Gaiden game, because I realized I heard of the announcement. I didn't actually know if they were going back to the 2D side-scroller action game of the original, or if they were doing another 3D action game like the ones Team Ninja did. But no, it's a side-scrolling action game. I didn't realize it was by the Blasphemous devs. Really nice pixel art in that. Actually looks pretty fun, because it looks so fast-paced, bouncing around on enemies. Except there's a lot of blood. But, you know, it's like, not cartoony, but, you know, supernatural. Don't worry about it. Ninja Garden, the tales of what happens to ninjas post-war era. I want to make like a Final Fantasy VI joke here, or at least like a reference to it. I think Cyan should take up gardening, but Bagtree already knew that. Harvest Moon, but you have to sneak up on your cows to collect milk each morning. Otherwise they kick you and you have to reload a save. Man, these are tanky paintings. Can I just throw some turpentine on them and call it a day? Oh, hydrate, thank you. The cows kick you and you have to pull a lever to try again. Did Ari scratch his butt in his idol? I think he did, yes. Dispel. Is this going to be of any use to me, Linda? I've noticed this game has a trend of characters not learning things that are useful to me. Not that I'm blaming it for it, Sasuga Okage. Releases from the effects of spells. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Now, does that mean status effects? Oh, I will posture check also. Thank you. Also, while I'm thinking of trailers, I saw the trailer for, oh, what was it called? Oh, I'm just going back where I was. Shadow Labyrinth? It's such a nothing burger of a name. Like, I feel like as soon as you put Shadow in the name of your game, there's like a 50% chance your title is going to sound as generic as all get out. And it's not going to register in my brain. And yes, I am including Shadow the Hedgehog in this, which unfortunately is not a nothing burger, but for the wrong reasons. Anyway, I saw the trailer for that with the Pac-Man drone, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting it to feel like such a cheeky trailer. Like, it looks serious and edgy, but also it's very clearly not, with all those classic Namco sound effects. I would like to see a Quest of Kai reference in there just for Andorra. I mean, it's gotta have, like, Tower of Draga in there somewhere. I mean, they had not only the classic Pac-Man sound effects, but also, like, there was a bit where the protagonist blew up what looked like a Dig Dug enemy, which you could blow up in Dig Dug, you know, except, like, slightly edgier design-wise, but it was kind of an odd trailer, right? But I'm weirdly intrigued. I don't quite like the art style. It looks kind of stiff. Like, I don't feel a design vision there. But the fact it's loaded, I think, with so many cheeky little Namco references, and I only caught a few. I don't know a lot of Namco's catalog. Holy moly. But I thought it was, like, the cheek alone intrigued me. If it was just, like, straight up, what if Pac-Man, but edgy? But the fact that they're adding the classic sound effects, I think, gives me a different impression. Sorry, Linda, you got, like, your eyebrows seared off by that laser. Shadow Labyrinth looks like a Metroid Dread-like. Does Ninja Garden have stealth takedown of vegetables? Also, Linda is dead. I guess I should, well, I was gonna say, I guess I should revive Linda, but maybe I should focus on healing Ari. Well, Ari also has a full revive, so I just don't want, you know, all of us to, holy moly, die here. Ooh, scary. Scary. Life Spark, here we go. You know, it's funny, when I was gaining levels to take down Epros, I was concerned, what if I get over-leveled? I make Ari too powerful. And then the rest of the game is too easy. Game balance? What's that? Never heard of it. What is this sun doing? Also, I've not pointed out that the golem is called Bad Poetry Golem. That's wonderful. I don't know, was it always called that in Japanese? Is it something that was lost in translation? I don't know, but I love it. I were at a level to steamroll Dracula. Is Dracula normally like another really difficult fight. Because that Epros fight definitely feels like a wall for players. Like, some games have bits where there's a sudden difficulty spike and you feel like you've hit a wall. Epros was a wall. Dracula was a pain for you. Okay, so evidently I just circumvented the Dracula pain, which I'm, quite frankly, very thankful for. Can you imagine the pain of having to do all that grinding to beat Epros, and then having to do more grinding because I needed to raise up Kiesling and not Linda? And then I get to Dracula, and surprise, you need to grind again. Speaking of the Game Awards, your highlight is whatever Ueda is working on next. Can't wait to see it again in 2043 on the PS10. You know, I would like to hope that Sony will have moved past just not naming the PlayStation after numbers. Also, hang on. In the background, I want to pull up. No, don't full screen Sonic music. Hang on. Trying to pull up the music that was stuck in my head from Jet Force Gemini the other day. Yeah, this was stuck in my head the other day. Yes, I was talking about a vampire in this and not Castlevania. I mean, it could be this. It's a good tune, right? It's very like Imperial March, isn't it? It's like Rare saying, "Hey, you like Star Wars? We got Star Wars, except with blue hair and pronouns, I guess, because one of them's a girl. Bless." I was trying to remember who composed Jet Force Gemini, but I don't remember. Does anybody know offhands? I mean, I guess someone who is not actively streaming could probably look who composed Jet Force Gemini. Am I ever going to find a single key? What do you mean surprise attack? Sounds like NFL interstitial music. What is going on in sports ball? That makes football sound a lot cooler than it actually is to watch. Don't at me, you know I'm right. Well, actually, you might be able to. I know Kapotiko here likes football, so he might at me. And I would be wrong. And I would just have to live with that. I really wish I had more powerful multi-hit attacks. I know, is Flash Punch worth using? Ow, ow, ow. Oh, it's Robin Beanland who did that. He also did Conker's Bad Fur Day. What kind of incredible stream incentive would I have to hit to stream a Madden game? I will need $10,000 deposited in my bank account before I will even look at John Madden. Like a JPEG, a crusty JPEG of John Madden. I won't even look for $10,000. 20,000, and maybe I'll consider it. John Madden, John Madden. Yeah, don't worry. It'll be like 50 USD. It's fine. It's cheap. I'm a cheap date. You'd play and beat Jet Force Gemini start to finish before playing Madden. I almost read that as JPEG. Like, yes, I will play the crusty JPEG of John Madden before playing Madden. AU. AU. You will not accept football slander. Yeah, which football are we talking about? Whichever one you will accept slander for. Whether it's football or football. Yeah, we're talking about hand egg. AU. Yeah, we're talking about AU. That's one of those videos that has just indelibly etched itself into my mind permanently. AU. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's fun to say. I am this close to looking up a map of this place. Because, yeah, there's, I can't go north, because that's locked. Everything is locked. Like, where could I go? That, like, is there a chest in the fog? Does a random encounter drop a key? God, that would be awful. Holla, holla, get dollar. Five hours straight. It's a lot of biddies, though. Also, Ari's almost dead. I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. I'm gonna go back to the save point. Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. You'll teach me how to be a Madden maniac. It's like My Fair Lady. Except you're teaching me about football. I don't think I learn anything at the end of it. It certainly doesn't have any jaunty musical numbers. I've never seen My Fair Lady. I just know that's the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain or something. I think she's got it. I think she's got it. Bagtree, you know Okage. Where is the key? May I have a hint, governor? Dear God. I'm just gonna be running around in hell forever. No. No. You know what's nice about Okage? Is that, unlike, say, Earthbound's, my party members trailing behind me cannot get caught and start encounters. Or like Mario and Luigi games. Even the music in the library knows I'm suffering. Hey, it's better than Hey Ya Hoopla Hey. Non-stop, 10 hours, extended cut. Hey, slave! Fights aren't just attacks and defense. We mustn't forget psychological terrorism. Now show me what you've got. Tell these worthless creatures what you really think of them. Oh man, I like Stylus. Pigeon Toad. I don't want to insult pigeons. A wussy. And feeble. More. Lounge singer. I mean, out of all of these, I feel like a lounge singer is the one I'd most want to push off a bridge. Call him a stylus. Hey, are you a stylus? You fell out of the back of my DSA. I don't even know what that means. Let me see. You say a wussy, feeble lounge singer? Yeah, that may work on 5-year-olds. How did I get stuck with this half-wit? Where did I go wrong? Yeah, that's right, Stan. It's your fault. I didn't have to be your vessel. You could have picked my dad. Hey, what is that scythe status effect that one of these moons put on Linda? Like, what does that actually do? Yeah, it'd work on lounge singers. 5-year-old lounge singers, maybe. I don't know. I guess I could stream Mario and Rabbids at some point. Playing a tactical game on stream, though, golly. You're gonna have to watch me take a million years on a single turn because I overthink everything. The first key is in the lower right quadrant of this room in a chest. So when you say this room, do you mean this sort of side corridor that I'm in? Or do you mean the big central room in the lower right of that? That's true, it is a game for voice acting. It's been, I mean, I can't say it's been a while since I've gotten to do voice acting. I mean, there's this. But there tends to be long stretches of me running around dungeons. Oh, bye, Linda. Lower right of central. ASCII art. Those are the days of game facts with those ASCII art, like, pictures of things. You knew a walkthrough was righteous when they had like an ASCII rendition of the game's logo. Especially like Final Fantasy. Rip Linda. Have I ever played any classic FPS games? I have not. I've been a console gamer for most of my life. It's only in more recent air quotes years that I've played a lot more stuff on PC, just because it's more accessible, like with Steam and whatnot. Consoles did not really have much in the way of FPS games because mouse and keyboard tend to work a lot better than a controller for accuracy. I think the only one I played was I was visiting a friend of like my mom's friend's house who had a son who was older than me, and he had GoldenEye on the N64. And I tried a little bit of the multiplayer in that, but I never got to try the single-player campaign. I don't know. Now I'm thinking Metroid Prime is a classic FPS, and I'm like, what do you mean? That's GameCube. That's not classic. That was like a few years ago. What do you mean? Don't make me ponder that any deeper. Or my mind shall be cleft in twain at the horrors of the passage of time. I don't know, how far back would something have to be to qualify as a classic FPS, I wonder? Yeah, Eternal Darkness, I think, was a really fun one to voice with all the verbose descriptions of things. Oh boy, Ari took like, well, one hit, but really a bunch of concentrated hits, and he's already almost dead. Outstanding. I was also thinking about, I loved reading the enemy descriptions in Metroid Prime, like just all the scan logs, the passive-aggressive space pirate office post-it notes. I love that stuff. Give me more of that stuff to read in games. The original Doom. Yeah, I have never played Doom, again, because I'm not, I was not a PC gamer. And, my dad played PC games, but he played, pointy-clicky adventure games. So, Myst, and other games of that ilk. I know my uncle played more action-y stuff on the PC. I don't think shooters. I remember he had Diablo, because when I was really little, we were visiting him, and, you know, I saw, like, the intro cutscene of Diablo, and I thought it was so spooky, whoa, and your life, your life meter is like that orb, and it's full of blood, whoa, scary. Too scary for little ladies, shouldn't be looking at this. And I think he also had Tomb Raider, but I never got to see that one in action. You found a non-ASCII map of this area, but it is in Japanese. That is okay. 大丈夫です. Oh, you can put Doom on anything these days. Yeah, I'm wondering, you know, if classic Doom still holds up. You played June. You played Doom in June all the way through. The Doom in June is mainly on the moon. I think she's got it. No, I really think she does not, in fact, got it. Lower right quadrant. I feel like I've walked past it like 80 times. Maybe it's at that little square in the bottom right that I can't get to. I may need to exit the west side of the library. The room with the key you saw isn't accessible without a different key first. My god. It's like the designers of Okage, like, they were the game design evil kings. I'm just gonna put that out there. Now, Joe, did Doom 64 hold up? That's the one I'm really curious about. N64 ports of things can be a little hit or miss. It is in that square. Oh, thank you. Hang on, let me finish this battle. Just so I don't accidentally get distracted and die. Because enemies will kill Ari very fast. I kind of want to go back to town and get back Roz, honestly. Just because Linda is so squishy, and I would rather have more power. But then I might need Linda for the boss at the end because of her abilities. So I don't really know. It's hard to tell. I wish she just had more utility. Doom 64 was pretty good, but there were some points that were weirdly obscure and you had to look up solutions. The original Doom 64 is really dark, but still holds up gameplay-wise. And when you say dark, do you mean content-wise or lighting-wise? Like modern American cinema-wise? Yeah, thank you, Internet Archive. Oh yeah, no, this map is fine. I can read. I recognize the kanji for treasure. Linda's not useless. She's not useless, but in random encounters, she's not the first person I would bring. You know what I wish she had was like an ability that summoned all of her groupies. That would be fun. I don't need to do that. I don't need to spend all that LP on reviving. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna full heal Ari because I don't want to risk the death. I don't trust like that. Oh god, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Da 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 da. It would have been very funny if Ari had died there. How many floors of this library are there? Hang on, I want to try and zoom in on this map. Oh, let me zoom. Yes, it will. Okay. I recognize the Kanji Takarabako treasure chest. 3 sections. Okay. I didn't actually know that Doom 64 is an original game. I kind of assumed it was a port. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go to the save point, replenish myself, and then I'm gonna look at this map properly. So there are 3 sections to this, and those maps are all of it. Okay. Let me pull up section 1 here. Okay. Bless this map for actually, like, showing the bookshelves. Okay. Garnet key, emerald key, sapphire key, amethyst key. Okay, upper right. What is that? Forgotten sword? Huh. I guess there'd be actual goodies in here. Okay, hang on. So that's green, that's red, that's purple. Okay. Okay. I see. Forgotten sword is Ari's second best weapon. Oh, excellent. Okay, so that is in the upper right. Migi ue. See, isn't it great that I've taken Japanese lessons and that I've studied this language so I can parse this map for this obscure 2001 JRPG. Thank God, really. I mean, even if one couldn't read Japanese, I'm sure you could, you know, bumble through it through process of elimination. Or I guess just like copy paste stuff and throw it into Google Translate. Hang on, I'm trying to like not to run into random encounters while I'm going around here. So if I run into a random encounter, I'm gonna lose track of where I'm at. Okay, so this way. Nope, no. Okay. And then like, oh wait, no, I looped the wrong way. Yeah, that's true. It is color-coded for the keys. That is true. So even if you can't read the kanji for the characters, they're still written in the color. Can I just leave? I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, sorry, jank RPG, but I mean that affectionately. If I'm not doing Tiny Gears, which I shouldn't, it's the best one. It feels very 2001 JRPG to have a character's best weapon locked behind a side quest where, like, all the bits you have to collect are not hinted at anywhere and are not indicated anywhere. And you just have to walk on the correct spots on the world map to pick them up. Where are the correct spots? Heck you, that's where. I'm not gonna tell. The Japanese title for the game was Bokuto Mao. It's Mao is specifically like Demon King. Like, I think I'm trying to remember if Bowser in Japanese goes by Daimao, like Great Demon King, but Mao is like Demon or Devil King. That is peak use of language. Learning it to talk to people is not important. It's the retro niche Japan-made games that matter, correct? I mean, really though, I would love to get fluent enough where I could play games in Japanese. Because there's so much cool stuff out there that was never translated. I mean, I suppose I could, you know, nothing's stopping me from making the attempt. I mean, I started playing this in Japanese because I was curious at the way people talked, and I was surprised I could understand a lot more than I thought I'd be able to. Like, there's definitely gaps in my vocabulary, and characters that have really, like, Ari's sister, Annie? I think it was Annie. We haven't seen her in several hours. But Ari's sister, Annie, has a very casual way of speaking. And that can be harder to parse because, of course, when you're learning a language, you're going to learn, like, the basic sort of semi-formal way to talk to people, you know, when you're out and about. Like, if you're out shopping or at a restaurant or whatever. So how to talk to people in a reasonably polite fashion. You don't really learn how people talk casually, at least not right away. And even during my prep course, we did touch briefly on, how did my teacher phrase it? Like casual speech between friends and family members. Because there's certain things you can get away with in speech between friends and family that you can't otherwise. But, you know, you don't learn that from the get-go. Yeah, Daimao Koopa. So Bowser outranks Stan. To the surprise of nobody. I mean, most people, I think, just inherently outrank Stan. And I'm not saying that as a dunk on Stan. I say that with the utmost affection. Just, Stan is not very good at being a menacing Demon King. Okay, so the chest should be in... Oh, I'm in the wrong hallway? Hang on. I wish my mini-map stayed up while I had it paused. Is that not... It should be in that little square room. Am I losing my marbles? Oh, if I could just, like, stop and look at my map without these ghosts harassing me. No, I don't want to fight you! You were studying Portuguese, the random assortment of materials you got from the library. And you started out with a CD aimed at a series at business travelers, and it was hours in before they even introduced the idea of the informal you. That's the thing, right? Like, you study language for a bit, and you think, okay, you know, I got the basics. I could go to a place and, you know, at least navigate without getting completely lost and making an utter fool of myself. But then you realize, you know, like, nobody talks like they do in the textbooks. It doesn't open. I was about to go into a door in the square room before I turned around. Oh, no. See, it looks like it should be this on the map, but the map I'm staring at in Japanese doesn't have this marked as a locked door. It just says there's a treasure chest here. Okay, hang on. What? No, 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 leave me alone. There's like a point where the ghosts just kind of give up chasing you. Like they'll just stop and go like, okay, I guess. No, 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 please. Camera. Camera. Oh. Even with the map? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is the door you were talking about? They're teaching you how to say, "How do things go with you, sir?" Or "madam," as a greeting. A normal greeting is "everything good?" What's up? There's something endearing to me about certain universal concepts in human speech, in behavior. Things that transcend cultural boundaries. I can't quite put it into words, or think of great examples off the top of my head right now, because I'm trying to avoid ghosts and also avoid losing my mind. And pretty good it doesn't seem. But I like that kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going in a big circle here. Yeah, because this just loops back around to here. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong floor for this map? I don't think I am, though. So I'm in the central, this is the central area. Yeah, this is the central wing, and that's what the map I'm looking at says. It's central. Video games are simply confusing. If these ghosts could leave me alone... Okay, well, the map says there's a treasure chest here, but I can't get it, because heck me, I guess. Wait, am I going the wrong... Oh, you know what? Maybe the door I'm looking at... So there's spots on the map marked with kanji for certain colors, which I assume were the doors locked by those colors, but maybe it's just... No, it can't be, because there's more than one, so that's not showing where the key is. Wait, where did my mini-map go? Oh, what button did I press to disable it? Oh, heck. Stan, help. What's wrong? You should know what we have to do. Don't tell me you're lost. Thank you, Stan. Oh my god, how did I... There we go. Oh, it's right trigger. It's like, oh my god, I turned off my map. I'm lost forever. You gave misinformation on Spanish to an accounting teacher because you didn't know informal use like 10 years ago. I'm so curious about, like, what did you tell them, Money? East instead of west, you mean? And maybe, hang on a second. Maybe we can, like, crowdsource this together. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm going to pull up the map. Here we go. So here's the map on stream. Let me see here. I'm just going to temporarily open this, and I'm going to temporarily allow my cursor to be captured. So, I don't know if you see my cursor or not on the screen. Can you see my cursor wiggling? Oh, it looks like I can go east. Oh, like, oh, up here? You cannot see it. Boo. Oh, now you can see it. Oh, I see. It's hidden. Okay, so here's my wiggly cursor. So here, is this where we're looking? I didn't even notice that goes off. So what I was trying to do, hang on, I have to change the layers of this picture. Hang on, let me move that. Okay. So wiggling. So I was on the bottom left here. So my cursor's gonna go behind, but you can see that's where I was trying to go. So that black kanji in that square room, that's treasure. Oh, so I do have to go to the east. Okay, I thought I could go to the treasure room because it doesn't look like it's blocked off by anything, but apparently it is blocked off. And it's not marked as being blocked off on the map because heck me, I guess. Because video games is confusing. Yeah, it looks like I should be able to go there, right? So I was like beating my head against a wall going, what am I missing? What am I doing incorrectly? Let me go up here. But no, it's just even this map is faulty. Yeah, you're right. I made the cursor visible in the game layer. Oops. Not the map layer. That's on me. Oh well. I'm just gonna run from these guys. Stan has transcended classification and the fourth wall. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. You know, some of these creatures I don't think would look too out of place in a Kirby game, honestly. Like maybe a little rounder, a little softer, but very Kirbo. Okay, so apparently I should be able to like get to the east wing here. Oh my god. Oh, great. Pick a color for you. Pink. Because I was thinking about Kirbo. Actually, I kind of want to go back to the save point. Hang on, let me pull up west. Let me see if I can pull up the east map here. I assume if I just change the link to east, it'll... There we go. Okay. I just flat out have a map of this place. I was trying to see if there was a save point. And there is not. There's a... Oh, I don't know that kanji. There's a lot of kanji I don't know there. Bunrihyo. Classified... Oh, a classification table... Hijutsu... Person. Okay, so it's like another one of those old NPC fellas who will give me a little exposition. Pink also Stan's favorite color to make people's shadows be because it's cute. I wonder if Stan wishes he could be pink. And he's just stuck as this shade of like blackish purple with the red outline. His outline is angry pink, but he just wants it to be straight pink. There should be at least 10 less kanji. Then we'll only have like how many thousands of kanji? You know, but 10 less to memorize. It'll be that much easier. I don't actually know how many kanji I have memorized because I've never sat down and counted them all. Like I've looked over like all the ones that are recommended you should know for the JLPT N5, and I know a lot of N4 kanji too. God, I wish I could swap party members here. Stan's true ambitions are to have horns and be fuchsia. So Linda's basically living his dream, almost. She's not radioactive enough. I mean, I think Stan could take the pop world by storm. No. I could walk back to town and grab Roz. You know what? You're right. You realize your misinformation's worse than you thought. Money, I'm gonna have to ask for deets. I'm so curious. Can you figure out what a kanji is by appearance? Like, do you mean certain radicals appearing in kanji will let me know, like, what the kanji is referring to? I mean, like, I'll recognize kanji because I remember the shape of them. Based on knowledge of other characters. Well, sometimes, like, compound words. I think I'm just gonna... Here we go, we're zooming. Compound words, I think, are interesting in Japanese, because a lot of the time, you know, it'll be multiple kanji stuck together, and their meanings will be like, yeah, of course these two words together will make sense. Like, a really obvious one is fireworks, where it's hanabi, flower, and fire. Which makes sense, because, yeah, when you look at fireworks in the sky, yeah, it does look like a flower made of light, made of fire. You know, that makes sense. Or stuff like... I forget the word off the top of my head, like how you say it, but the word for oil, like crude oil, is a combination of the character for stone and oil is in like the cooking oil sense. The one that gets me is the kanji for wheelbarrow, which is neko guruma, a combination of cat and vehicle, like the same kanji you'd use for car. I don't know why that is. I guess it's a car for cats. Anyway, I'm gonna buy these pants for Big Bull while I'm here also because I have money now. I'm also gonna buy some more Miracle Nuts. And then I'm gonna go get Roz. Yeah, some kanji do look like the things they're describing, which helps. And that also might depend on how you personally parse things. But for me, a lot of kanji, I don't know, like they resemble the things that they look like, or I kind of, my little mnemonics are I just sort of remember what the shape reminds me of, as silly as that might sound. Epros, never heard of him. Oh, that's right, the teleport out of dungeon item. I think the guidance jewel, I feel like I have at least a couple. Person is an easy kanji to remember, and I assume it's the same radical in Chinese. It just looks like... well, now I'm thinking of a way to describe it. I was making a tent shape with my hands. It looks like that. Guidance jewel. I have 5. I think that should be okay. But Roz is level 42. She's a little behind. I think she should be okay. Just gonna make sure that I've got... I should equip her with something. Oh, you know what? I want that Guardian Crystal, but I think Kiesling has it. Heck, I need to get him out of storage. Weapon Egypt Gourd. I mean, I don't even know if it's worth getting this item off of Kiesling, because I don't know how effective these items actually are. If, you know, if this actually will protect me from stuff. Guardian Crystal. But Roz does have an ability to clear out status effects, so it would make sense to give her that. Now, Kiesling should absolutely not have nice things, like, ever. Okay, there we go. There we go. Goodbye, Kiesling. I'm so sorry we had to take him out of the box again. What's another easy-to-remember kanji? The one for mouth? Kuchi? It's just a square. It's a square. And there is a specific way you have to draw the square. Like, all characters, like, not just kanji, but kana as well, have a stroke order. And I remember a previous Japanese teacher telling me, like, if your stroke order is wrong, people will know. It'll look obvious. Strong Jock Party reunited. Let's go, Strong Jocks. Oh yeah, Sun and Moon too. Moon also same, it's the same kanji for month. Like moon and month, the same kanji. Day is another easy one. You argued about capiche being conjugated wrongly, but now you see it as an Italian word and not a Spanish one. You know, like what mobsters say? Yeah, you gotta give me the gabagool, capiche? You're gonna be swimming with the fishes. You're gonna be hanging out with Kiesling. Oh, no, boss, please, no, I have a wife and child. You can't make me do anything but that, please. I'll go to the fishes. Just don't let me loose with that Kiesling guy, please. I have so much to live for. And he was never heard from again. I love how leaving the area has caused Ari's memory of the layout of this place to be deleted from his mind. And yes, I do still have this on fast forward. You know what? Yeah. We're gonna fast forward this till I get back to the corridor I was in. This is like the Nightcore version of the battle theme. That's all Nightcore is, yeah? It's like you just take a song and then you speed it up till the vocals are squeaky and slap a label on it and call it a day. Ari confirmed for having short-term memory loss. I think it's more that he's not really present right now because so much is happening. Like, if you were in Ari's position, wouldn't you two just, like, mentally check out? Also, boy, Roz is almost dead. Please hang in there, Roz. I need you to get some levels. Now, I'm gonna have Ari, heal you. Please stay alive until Ari is able to heal you. Rip. Why? Why do they do this to me? Oh, yeah. Good. Real good. I mean, there's no point having Big Bull use a revival item on her, because if I do that, she will just die immediately. Oh. You call it a night. Wait, now I'm scared that Ari's gonna die before I can get rid of these clowns. Oh, boy. Okay, okay. Oh, here he comes. Here it comes. Don't kill. Don't kill. Actually, I don't think it should kill. Okay, Ari, heal Roz. Oh, we're fine, yeah. They don't do that much damage. I guess it's mostly the Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Stan, if you kill them before I revive Roz, I swear to God. Please, 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 please. Okay, okay. 999. Our boy hitting the damage cap when he feels like it. Crystal. He was trying to screw Roz out of a level up. He was motivated. Suddenly that makes so much sense. We can't let Roz have nice things either. You're imagining your teacher being part of the mafia and bookkeeping, money laundering, pizza business fronts. I mean, teachers do not get paid nearly enough for what they do. So, I mean, I wouldn't hold it against them if they did. You know, hypothetically, of course. This is all hypothetical, officer. Gosh darn it. Please. I mean, we do need the levels. We do need the levels. But my God. I feel like maybe I want to try doing a combination attack on Mr. Bright here. And then we'll see if that's more expedient getting rid of the moon. Mega Storm. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I hope. Nope. Big Bull's menu avatar gives you big Chuck E. Cheese animatronic vibes. I mean, I think you could put, like, Big Bull in, like, a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic lineup and he wouldn't really look that out of place. Just give him, like, a banjo or, like, a jug or something, or whatever they play in Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. I think I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese once. Not something I'd be eager to repeat, I don't think. You know what I miss? Are, has anyone ever been to one of those big play places where it's like all those big plastic tubes you crawl through and like mesh netting and ball pits? I loved those when I was little. I remember there was a mall in the city that used to have one, and on the rare times my parents would go shopping there, like, I really wanted to go to that play area. I loved that thing. Just, I don't know, something about, like, crawling around all those tubes felt like an adventure. Yeah, I miss those. Can we have, like, a version of those for adults? You know, not just with bigger tubes, but also, like, just so it's more socially acceptable. I think you are never too old to crawl through a series of tubes, okay? And go on a grand adventure. And it's funny because Like in places like that, you know, I didn't have friends to play with. Like maybe if I was little, I might befriend another child or something and goof around. But a lot of it was just like me playing by myself and just imagining I was on an adventure or a mission or whatever. The internet is a series of tubes. It's not a truck, so I will not find Mew beneath the internet. Embrace the ferret mindset. I need to chew on some cables and like crawl under something. Okay, hang on. I am peeping the map here. So that way is locked. That way there's a treasure chest. So amethyst key. Let's see. Like protective candy. Oh, a garnet key. Well, I'm so glad I know the kanji for key. And then, let's see. And happy candy. Like protective candy and happy candy, if I'm reading that right. Like shiawase. Let's see if it's gonna let me get to the treasure chest up here, or if there's like a locked door that's not marked on the map. So there should be a purple door. Yeah, perp door. And then the square room here has goodies. No, leave me alone. No. That's right, you just give up. Belle, hello. Kind of insane coincidence, but you just had a dream about your local play place like an hour ago. That is spooky. Also, defense candy. Oh yeah, when I was leveling in the desert, I was wandering around and I found, I scrolled past it. The heart candy, magic +1. And I haven't used it because I'm not sure who I want to give it to. Like, I guess I could give it to Linda. No one else is really using magic, but then she has, like, the one magic attack. And I don't know if her magic stat affects the efficacy of her, like, buffs and debuffs. Barely sweetened grape flavor. Just a hint of grape. You like those tube lands, but you think you got bored a bit too quickly? Maybe it depends on how big and sprawling they are. Like, they have to be big. Not like McDonald's play place, like, no, weak sauce. They gotta be big, sprawling, indoor adventure zones. Where you go on a big old trek and then electrocute yourself and you go down the plastic slides. And you don't need to sweeten grapes further. They are sweet. And I know they are disconnected thoughts, but when you say they gotta be warehouse size, I did briefly parse that as the grapes have to be warehouse sized. Oh, I thought Ari has not used overdrive in Big Bull yet. Hang on, there we go. Yeah, they gotta be that big, otherwise your parents can't find you. I know we gotta go, and I'm just like 30 miles away, up in a tube somewhere, giggling maniacally to myself. I did at least once, though, like, have another child jump on top of me when I was in a ball pit. You know, like, they just dive in there with reckless abandon. No consideration for other children. But I mean, when you're, like, 8, it's every child for themselves. It's a lawless land, those play places. Yours was called Crash Crawlies. It was the size of a warehouse and had a mini train? Oh, man, that's like a bougie indoor play place. I want to go there. Moria, you'd be too big. I'm 5'3", it's fine. Yeah, I think it'd still look a little weird, Mori. I don't know, like, what's the maximum height you could get away with in those play places until the tubes suddenly become too difficult to navigate? Yeah, we as adults don't spend enough time going on adventures and getting lost. And by which I mean, like, fun little adventures like that, not like getting lost in an unfamiliar city somewhere unintentionally, like misreading directions. That's not the fun kind of lost. If it was all tubes, it would be scarier, but a lot was netting and foam-wrapped poles, so it was easier to see. Yeah. Like, I remember the ones, they had, like, the mesh netting, and, like, some of the tubes would have, like, Like the plastic, like, viewports so you could look out. You can go in as an adult? Really? Uh-oh. Hey, Belle, can I visit? And then we can go on a tube adventure. Hang on, I should be looking at the map here. Make sure that I'm going a way that will not get me cut off. It's weird because, like, I'm looking at both the map in game here and then the map on the website. And the map on the website has the shells marked, and this map doesn't. So there's some disconnect happening. So I keep glancing over at the map, but also I keep glancing back at this, trying not to run into any ghosts. Ah, heck. Biodegradable warehouse-sized grape play place. It's like the peach from James and the Giant Peach, except it's a grape that's been hollowed out and filled with a series of tubes. Man, do I even want to fight these guys? I mean, Raz does need more levels, I guess. I wish Overdrive wasn't so, like, expensive HP-wise. But it's, like, this is the one skill that's really held out throughout the game. Because it's the only thing that does not only group damage, but neutral group damage. Oh yeah, strong ice attack. Well, that's not going to be good against these ice element enemies anyway, but also Raz does not have a good magic stat. No one has a good magic stat except, I guess, Kiesling and Linda. And neither can really capitalize it on it that well. Also, great job missing 2 out of 3 targets. Big Bull, I'm so proud of you. Why do I even bother? You know, let's do a combo attack. Yeah, these books are probably just, like, you know, I'm thinking about when I read books set in the Victorian era. And characters will read in the paper, like the society pages. I guess it's like an old-fashioned version of like a gossip rag. Like, that's what all the classification lists are, basically. Just gossip rags. So essentially, these are like filled with, I can't think of the name of any gossip rags because I don't read them. I mean, I know the grocery store sells them at the checkout, but I don't pay attention. The only one I can think of isn't even a gossip rag. It's like Weekly World News, because I remember my parents would, like, get it for each other as a stocking stuffer around Christmas. And that one was just filled with, like jokes and hoaxes. Your newspaper does that too? Society pages? Huh. Those books are like that chapter of the Aeneid. God, I've never said that out loud. That lists things people put into a boat. Weirdly enough, the Aeneid was an answer on the crossword I was doing today. Super shields? That also reminds me, at work, because, you know, I work in a very busy coffee shop. And even though, you know, we put people's names on their order, so, oh, sorry, you can, hang on, let me, yeah, I just realized the cursor. I just noticed it. Hang on, let me disable that, so we don't need that. So even though we do that, the real smart customers will put something unusual as their name, especially if their name is something relatively common, like Steve or John or Dave. Because mix-ups happen. People will grab the wrong thing thinking it's theirs. Hello, NPC man. Anyway, we have a guy who liked to have his name put as Agamemnon, which I thought was really funny, but then he told me just earlier this week that he stopped doing it because people couldn't spell it and or pronounce it, which that's fair. That's fair. But I thought it was funny. The real smart customers, see? The cursor just wants to hang out. My job is to make a classification list, measure its effect, and adjust it. Vapid. And imagine, you could see your name tag in life and it says Vapid. I am not allowed to do anything else. Have you ever met people like us? A man who never listens to others and calls others whatever he likes. He was always thinking of a simple way to overthrow Beloon's rules, but not the torturous way of Pollock. Then he made his decision and ran away from this library. I wonder how he is doing. I hope he's alive. You say anything different? No. What is whomst is Pollock? I don't recall if that was mentioned previously. Go away, ghost. Go away. Go away. Please. Oh god, they won't leave me alone. The Garnet Key, yay. Good. So I assume now I can open the red doors. When you watch the history of banana peel slips, what do you mean the history of? I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess the history of banana peel slips is fairly self-evident. I don't know what I'm asking. There are a lot of old news articles that were like, a guy stood still for an hour, or someone was arguing about stuff Thursday afternoon. You have to say it in like the old-timey radio announcer voice. Oh, it's a new John Boyes video. God, I've never said his name out loud. I see his posts sometimes, and I know he's like, I think like a sports writer, but also he just writes really funny things. And I respect that his avatar is Hobbs. Maybe, I wonder if the fact that I read like a lot of Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, right, I was waiting for my turn, forgetting I had to manually bring up the menu. And now we're all almost dead. You know what? I'm just gonna run away because I didn't plan that well. The fact that I've read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes, like a lot, probably says a lot about me. It is pronounced boys, okay. I'm curious about Pollock in regards to this game, because I feel like, yeah, it was mentioned once before and I don't remember. I have enough LP for one. Oh, that's revive. That's revive. Yeah, I'm just gonna fully heal Ari. And I'll just use some items on Roz and Big Bull in case we get an encounter. But I would like to go back to the save point. The weird bottle Ari's dad found was Pollock's bottle. Oh! Like the one that Stan was in? Huh. Whomst is Pollock, I wonder? Hang on, I'm not looking at the map. There's another treasure chest of that contains a stat boosting item of some sort in the bottom, and then it should loop back around to the main area, maybe? Oh man, I really wish I could just have my map up on the pause screen. Oh. Ghosts, ghosts, no, leave me alone. I'm so close. You follow 6 people on Blue Sky, and he's one of them. Respect. I'm out of LP. Okay, hang on. No, wait, Big Bull can just leave. Bless. Yeah, just wait. Big Bull will take care of everything. I don't even have to really. He'll just go. We don't run away. We make them leave. Speaking of Madden, even if I don't care one bit about football, John Boyes' breaking Madden articles are some of the funniest things I'll read. Okay, I gotta remember to look those up later. A lucky candy. In Japanese, these were called shiwase candy, happy candy, based on this Japanese map I'm looking at. Sweet, creamy milk flavor. I have no idea what the luck stat does in this game. Luck is a weird stat in a lot of RPGs. Sometimes, if you get it high enough, it becomes incredibly broken. But in other games, it's a dump stat. And it's hard to tell if an RPG is going to do one or the other. Come on, man. Come on, man. Do not. Does luck affect miss rate? I don't know, but I was wondering what affects it. Just because of how often we seem to miss, especially when I have a character use that burst move, which is irritating because, you know, it takes such a big chunk of Ari's HP to do. Was he responsible for 17776, which I've never read, and I've been meaning to for years. And I always forget, like, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Somebody yell at me, like, hey, Maury, do this on the weekend. Read it. All I know is that it's about football. No spoilies, please. Please let me back to the main area with the save point. This is, like, surprisingly generous for Okage, like, just giving me a shortcut back. I don't know how you're supposed to say it out loud. I don't know if you say 17,776, 17776. Did I say too many sevens? Maybe I did. Your college class used that as a basis of study for a climate change research and expression. Wow. I wonder if John Boyes knows he was cited academically. Okay, hang on a sec. I am now going to pull up the map for the central wing again, so I can see where I'm going. Because now I have this garnet key. Except, I don't see any other garnet doors. Wait, in the right. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to approach from the other. Okay, no, I have to go back that way. There's another corridor I have to take. But I'm glad I went back here just so I could hit up the save point. It's always scary in this game just knowing that I could die very abruptly because Ari's very squishy. And it just takes all of the enemies going, you know, heck, this child in particular. How old is Ari? I don't actually know. Like 15 maybe? 15, 16? Standard JRPG protagonist age? 16? John Boyes is like one of the best storytellers around, and sports is his paintbrush. Genuinely, that's a really evocative way of putting it. Oh, that's right, it does say in the status screen. Maybe that's why my brain was thinking 16. Holy moly. See, all the enemies just decided heck Roz in particular, now she's almost dead. Just one smooch. Now she's got strep. I've never had strep throat, but I've heard it's miserable. Yeah, I'm thinking about characters in JRPGs with silly ages. And oop, that's not what I want. I'm trying to think, like, what is, like, maybe the silliest, most egregious disconnect between, like, you know, characters in not just JRPGs specifically, like anime and other things too, but they tend to be absurdly young for their station in life. I'm trying to think, like, what is the most egregious example one can think? Like, I remember, Devil Survivor 2 on the DS. It's a Mega 10 spin-off game. One of the characters in that was, like, a seasoned military commander at, like, I think, maybe 20 or 19, like, something like that. And then another character, an antagonistic character, was, like, the leader of this extremely powerful, like, Japan, if not worldwide, spanning organization. Like, basically controlling the world from the shadows sort of thing. And well-respected and renowned, and was, I think, 18 tops. Rankles me a little bit. It's like, it kind of gives the people the impression that, you know, if you're over, like, 18, you're too old for to be the protagonist of a grand adventure. Not true, I say. You got strep a couple times as a kid. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. I think my brother's gotten it before, and it sounded pretty miserable. What am I doing as Roz? You know what? Let's wait. See if I can do a combo attack, and I won't forget this time. I will have Ari use Overdrive on Big Bull. In your early 20s, you were like, it's funny how the late 20s party member in every Tales game is like, God, you kids make me feel old because late 20s isn't old. Then in your late 20s, you were in a situation where you were hanging out with some teenagers and were like, okay, but these teens are exhausting, you get it now. I think what always rankles me is that, you know, the Tales of games will have the one character that's quote-unquote old, and people will razz on them for being old, like Raven or Jade, and then they'll be like 30. Like Raven from Tales of Vesperia, I remember thinking that he was like 40, 45 at least, but he's like mid-30s tops. Yeah, like Jade too. Like, what are you talking? That's not old. Maybe the life expectancy in the worlds where the Tales of games take place. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's the same world for everyone. I know like Fantasia and Symphonia are the same universe, but point is, like, maybe the life expectancy is really low unless you're an elf. Diana A. Knox from Umineko is a head inquisitor at age 10. God, I love anime ages. Jade is an inspiration. I too wish I had mastered I have mastered necromancy at age 4. What are you talking about? Hang on, I need to look at this map because the bookshelves. Okay, I need to like go along like the left side here. This dungeon is pretty hideous to navigate with a map that shows the shelves. Like, I can only imagine how painful it is to just play this game normally, without a guide or anything of the sort, and having to use the flimsy auto map generated for you in-game that does not show the shelving. Okay, and then somewhere in here, I don't have the map up for this area because it's a different room. There it is. There's a key in here. Jade's age is funny in that they were like, he invented necromancy when he was 4. When he was in grade school, everyone was like, wow, this is a dangerous sociopath. I don't know, have you ever met like some small children and you can just kind of tell, that boy ain't right. I'm gonna try the combo attack again, why not? I'm gonna big bull wait so Ari can overdrive. No, I have to wait. Sorry, jumped the gun there. Ari has to do his thing after he gets punched for 1 damage. You had one of those in your schools. Oh, from like grade 1 to 12. Oof. Don't you hate it when like, well, I hope they didn't bully you or other kids, but I know there were definitely some kids that like were huge bullies to me and like wound up being in my classes a lot. There's certain names that, not that like I just feel like I don't judge people for having them, but I see the name and the first thing that pops into mind is like the name of a child that bullied me. You know, like, I'm sure this person named Geoff is perfectly nice, but there was like an awful kid with that name when I was in junior high. And that's all I can think about. I shared on stream once that I encountered someone who spelled their name Geff, right? A geef? I mean, they pronounced it Jeff, but I never encountered Geff before. Not Geoff, the Geoff, but just Geff. Oh, yeah, the Lost King of the Hill episode where Bobby invented necromancy. Save me, Stan. Jay does have a good attitude. The one skit where he's like, I'm still learning and changing. I don't think people are done baking until they're in their 40s. But oh no, my old man back hurts so much. You kids better do the heavy lifting. I'm tired and old and frail. It's the Hilda Valentine Goneril approach. Supercharge. Has anyone gone full anarchy mode and spelled it Geoph? Someone just should name their child Geode. You know, when you think about, like, suburban white mom baby names, and when I say that, you know the type I'm talking about, right? If you've seen that image of, like, the most suburban upper middle class white mom ever, with all those names written in rainbow on a chalkboard of, like, potential baby names, all I remember is that one of them was McCarty, and I looked at that and I thought, I'm glad they didn't go with McCarty, because all their peers would be calling them Mario Karty forever. Anyway, like, this, like, the suburban white mom names, like, are usually, like, girl names, feminine names. But when will we get, like, the Geophs, the geodes? Sorry, I'm, like, looking at two maps again, and it's weird. Oh, I don't think I want to go here. No, I'm in the, yeah, central room. Oh my god, is that the tragedy phenomenon? Oh no. I don't wanna get like caught up looking at this while I'm supposed to be looking at these maps, but oh, oh no. Oh. I've read, now, grain of salt, because I remember reading this forever ago, and, you know, I can't personally confirm, but I've heard that part of, at least the American, I guess maybe it's an American thing, is the upper middle class suburban white mom baby names, comes from Mormonism, and that whatever you want to name your future child is supposed to be something unique and special. And you don't want to use the same name as someone else. You know, people will fight over that. So you alter the spelling so it's unique. And that's why you wind up with 300 different spellings of Michaela. You know what I mean? I mean, how long until we go right back into those, like the old puritanical, like, virtue names? I mean, like, well, puritanical virtue names are still a thing, but I've, you know, like, not the really weird ones. Like, I'm trying to think of a good one off the top of my head. But I'm also trying to dodge ghosts. And the ones I'm thinking of are still too old-fashioned. Like Constance. I have a poltergeist in Pokemon named Constance. I love my haunted teapot. But like that's a virtue name, and it's old-fashioned, but it's, you know, a relatively unremarkable name. But some of the virtues get really long and really unwieldy. Yeah, they make usernames for their babies. Maybe in the future, people are gonna, like, name their child, like, XXX underscore tildes Black Shadow Heart 666 tilde underscore XXX. And I need to look at the map again, so I need to pull up my central map now. And so now, oh, there was a green door I could have opened with the key, but I was too distracted thinking about terrible baby names to notice. Oh, hang on, I need to pull this out now. Utah baby namer, the cream of the crop. Oh my. Zestpool, Zestpoole. What a name. I could Sea Breeze, but spelled SEA and then capital B, no space, REAZE. Huh. That's like a horse name. Now I'm not saying this, to make fun of anyone for their names. Because, you can't, well, I was going to say you can't choose your name unless you go to court, and you do. But I mean, like, I just think about, when parents, because kids can be really cruel. And kids, if they can make fun of another child's name, by God, they will. They will latch on to the smallest iota of, like, can we turn this into, like, a cruel rhyme or a mean nickname or whatever? They will latch on to that and not let go. And I also think about, again, these tragedy names of the pain of no one is ever going to spell or pronounce your name right. And I feel for people that get stuck with names like that. My name, my actual name it's not very complicated, but it's a name that has been conflated with other names so frequently to the point that I hate that other names. It drives me nuts. If I had a nickel for every time, hang on, I need to sort of pull up the menu so it just doesn't mute completely. Pull up the map of the West here. So what do we got? Okay. So there's a sapphire key, there's an amethyst key, and there's a speed candy. Ooh. Chinchilla Zest? Is that a name off that list? Night Train, Cashley. Belle, you know the name that I dislike, because I think you also dislike it for very similar reasons. I'm giving you a fist bump over the internet. Solidarity. When you Google your kid's name, you want it to be the biggest dead end, 1 trillion unrelated results. My Liege Elite. Okay, that's just a powerful name, though. When you name your child My Liege, that's some nominative determinism. You will respect my child or else. Hang on, I need to pay attention to where these chests are. Okay, so there's speed candy in the lower left. And then in, like, the center right, there's the amethyst key. And then a sapphire key. Okay. So I need to, like, why don't I move this window closer? Hang on a mo. I'm trying to see both the game and the chat and the map at the same time. Okay, let's just move some stuff around. Is someone... I'm so glad that chat is sharing excerpts from that list, since, I'm streaming and trying to navigate this library, so I can't look at them. Is chat on the page? It could be French, for cat. But still be a weird name to give a child. Chat is a name on there? Oh my god. Twitch chat embodied into a single child. But yeah, that's powerful if you name your kid My Liege. People have no choice but to obey. That's like playing a game, and like an RPG, and entering the main character's name is something like Your Majesty. Or gosh, oh, hang on. Boy. Just out of curiosity, what scares you the most? I want to terrorize the world based on that. Give me an image of terror that will make humans curl into little balls. I don't know, Stan, can I say emotional intimacy? Ooh, a dirty old man. I don't know, I should hype him up as scary, right? A black shadow. Are you sure? Something that scares you. You get it? Who craftily... I'm getting it, okay. But calm down, eh? Now what's the ending? I don't know. Tears the sky, dominates all darkness. What if this is actually meant to be read as tears at the sky? It's like, well, I don't cry. Demon kings don't cry. Dominates all darkness. You think a black shadow who craftily dominates all darkness is scary? I should drop kick you! Is not my evil example enough to inspire you? Forget any help from me. What do you want from me, Stanley? What do you want? Just a cowgirl. Do I ever turn to Onyx and ask Chad, is this real? Where is he? Sometimes he's sleeping on the couch while I'm streaming, but he is not currently on the couch right now. I'm very sad. But if next I see him, I will ask, Cat, is this real? Chat, is this real? I wish I knew how to say that in French, but I don't. If only Stan had legs with which to drop kit. Stan cannot play Madden. Not in for real, but he could play Madden, the video game. Wouldn't we all like to see Stan play John Madden? I think I would rather see Stan play Moonbase Alpha. The 2024 update to the names list points out a woman named KHLCEE, pronounced Kelsey. Oh, man. I really feel for that kid. No one is going to pronounce their name right. Like, can you imagine what a nightmare it's going to be every time they have to, like, give their name over the phone or anything? Like, I already feel for, like a lot of customers I'll have whose names are not English or Welsh or anything similar in origin. And on one hand, it's really nice when they're like, oh, you said my name correctly, or, you know how to spell it. Like, that feels good. I'm glad I could make them feel good. But then I also think, man, like, how frustrating must it be to go through life with people rarely getting their name correct? I should also maybe heal Ari. Maybe. And one named Cliphane rhymes with Tiffany. Cliffany. I want to read it as like Cleone. Raiden? Isn't that a Pokemon? That's right, Groudon and Kyogre must be stopped by Raiden. Isn't that the guy from Metal Gear Solid 2? Okay, so looking at the map, there should be another, like, I'm looking down towards where a chest is. I just have to... No, I have to go back down this way. And then, like, go here. And then... it looks like there's a little path. No, wait, I have to... Oh, I have to approach from the other side. Oh, really? Hang on. Yeah, it looks like I have to actually approach this key from the other side of the map. I was misreading it, but I can get... that's on the upper... Okay, I can get a different key if I go back. Ugh. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. Okay, I need to... Yeah, I do need to go up. Hang on, where was the path that leads me back around? Can Stan just fly up and carry me over these bookshelves, please? Balloons, the years and years of lists. How long is this fantasy been going on? If you ever make an Ace Attorney-like game you're choosing from this list, it got stuff like Derail and Pork Chop. I think the Ace Attorney universe is like the only one where you can thoroughly prove the existence of nominative determinism. Like, there was a Tumblr post I saw a little while ago making fun of it, like the nominative determinism in the Ace Attorney series, but they were pointing out in the Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney game, like the very first case that you do at the very beginning, you know, with like the very obvious culprit and all that. The victim in that case is named Carmine Accidenti. You get 3 guesses as to how he bites it. Or like there was someone in, I think, like the second Ace Attorney game in a similar case whose name was just Dead Man, but spelled like Deidmann, but just Dead Man. Real subtle. Balloon is a tragedy. TragedEigh for those who may be watching this recording at a later date. Let me try that combo attack again. It is so hard not to get distracted mid-battle while reading chat, because I like hearing about all these names. Let's... hang on. Actually, no, I think if Ari uses Overdrive on someone, their turn should come up right away, so I could just do a combo attack now. Yeah, sure, let's get rid of the Flaming Rock Man. Oh, Dead Man was Investigations, I think you're right. I need to play the third... it's not the third, the second Ace Attorney Investigations, since they finally released it officially in English. I just haven't bought it. Presumably it'll go on sale soon, because Capcom tends to put the Ace Attorney games on sale fairly frequently. Yeah, Apollo Justice was Romain Latouche, the big burly guy in the Laméoire case. God, I've never said her name out loud either, but I've always read it like that. Except it sounds smoother in my head and I can't quite pronounce it correctly. Laméoire. No, that still sounds wrong. French. Thinking about a post where someone had a screenshot of a guy being interviewed and his name was David Drinkwater and he was a water sanitation guy. Now that's some nominative determinism. I mean, yeah, he makes the water safe to drink. Thank you, Mr. Drinkwater. I'm going to take a sip of water, in fact. There we go. Thank you again, Mr. Drinkwater, inadvertently. Deedman, I don't even know how you're supposed to say it, was Investigations Case 4. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's another fella here. This isn't marked on the map. The Japanese map doesn't have this fella marked. Sighing cloud. Oh, sorry, Sighful. You're just making up words now. Do you know what happened to Marlene, the daughter of the man? This world was created for her to begin with. He cut a small world for his daughter, scattered evil kings, heroes, guides, and ghosts for his daughter to play. Nobody imagined his daughter would disappear into the world. Probably it was separated from the power of classification. We couldn't find her either. Although he doesn't show it, I know Balloon's in pain. I understand you are hostile to Balloon, but keep that in mind. Then if you still want to, go. He'll be further in the back, with intentions that we'll never know. Don't you start rhyming too. Okay, so I should wind around some books here, and then get to another chest with a key. No, no, no. I've practiced so good. I've practiced so much at juking zombies. Well, there's no tank controls in this game, but I was juking a lot of enemies in Crow Country, so there's that. Yay. Yeah, sorry, you want us to feel bad for this guy who misplaced his entire daughter? And also, you know, who has made everyone here realize that they're all basically just given these constructed roles to play. Gosh darn it. An aptronym? Is that like the fancy term for nominative determinism, or just a really good pun? Take a shot for every time I've said nominative determinism this stream. I like how on Tuesday I was thinking to myself, maybe I should stream Parasite Eve because it's a Christmas game. Well, it takes place at Christmas. And then I thought, take a shot every time someone says the word mitochondria in that game, but I would kill people. Tito Beverage, founder of beverage company Tito's Vodka. Thank you, Mr. Beverage. Russell Brain, first Baron Brain, neurologist. What is first Baron Brain? I mean, you know, I don't want to get distracted looking at Wikipedia articles. I'm already distracted enough as it is. But what is a Baron? A brain of the Baron of Brains? Yes. Tito's is a potato vodka, so a lot of people who are gluten-free like it. They listed Doug Bowser. Wonderful. Yeah, that's a really good one. Also, what happened to Ari? He's caught feminism. I think that's more of an onk, but you know, I had to make the obvious joke. You know, Stan, just because you're evil doesn't mean you can't be a feminist. Dr. Eggman is a feminist. It's true, it's canon. Sonic fans will back me up. Do I need... I can probably just get away with the heal. Oh, posture check and hydrate. His last name is Brain, and they awarded him a barony for his work, so he became the first Baron Brain. That rules. I want a barony. Can I have a barony? Blessing. Okay. Or I could save my LP and just use an item. I know, what's the world coming to? I don't even know what's wrong with Ari. What does that symbol mean? The Ankh. Or I could just use this. There we go. Fixed. Stan is a feminist, just not to Ross. A streamer you watch went to a test screening. Man, lucky. I haven't gotten to see any of the Sonic movies either, and I really want to see them all. I want to see the third one. No spoils, and I know I'm saying no spoils for a Sonic movie, but you know. So let me have this. I want to see my boy Shadow, okay? Yeah, I need to see Shadow the Hedgehog done justice. And again, no spoilies. I hope they play Live and Learn at some point, because you know the trailer for the Sonic 3 movie had those last few notes at the end of Live and Learn. You can't hide Live and Learn from me. I would love to go see Sonic 3 in a cinema and hear Live and Learn blasted into my ears through surround sound. Can you imagine the euphoria? You know, I'm just gonna run from this. There's just a treasure chest down here that I want. There's another one to the right I need to get, but I have to go back around to the central area to get it, because it's the amethyst key. But down here, there should be a speed candy. There we go. Do the Sonic movies have a lot of continuity? I mean, I don't think I should just hop into the third one. There's human characters. There's lore, I'm sure, that I would be mint that makes you cool that I would not appreciate if I just hopped into the third one. Okay, I think I need to go, like, around here, and then I can get to the door. I think I'm gonna go south first, back to the central area, and get a save. Ugh. Man, it takes an hour bus to get to the theater. Ugh. Although I guess you're in a more remote location, so I kind of get that, but it's still frustrating. You know, what are folks supposed to do if they can't drive? You know, whether they don't have a license, they're disabled, anything like that. I miss Vancouver Transit when I went to Vancouver. The trains were like, they were on time, they were clean. People had better train manners. Like, the trains in this city, hot garbo, like, they are physically painful to sit in. Like, I think the seats are deliberately designed to be hostile, because the trains here, like the transit system, there's no ticket gates or anything. Like, in other metro systems I've been in, like Vancouver's, you go through a fare gate. But here there's no fare. The only way, like, bus drivers you need to give a fare to, but the trains, no. None of the train platforms or anything are ticketed, or rather gated off. The only times you're ever asked to show proof of fare payment is if, like, peace officers come onto the train and ask for it. And I always take the train to work, and I've had that happen, like, maybe 5 times. I might just not be there at the time of days that they do it, but it's really rare. And I think the reason the trains are designed in... Actually, I'll fight these guys. The trains are designed in such a hostile way is that because there's no fare gate system, that a lot of homeless people will hang out on the trains. And I mean, usually they're, you know, people are just trying to stay warm. They're not bothering anybody. Sometimes you'll get people on the trains that are on a lot of drugs or being rowdy or just smoking, which is more of a problem. But usually, like, I only ever see peace officers on the train, like in the winter, harassing people for sleeping on the train. Like, it's awful. And I think they just deliberately made the seating as uncomfortable as possible. Like, painful, again, like it hurts my back, just to discourage people from camping out there. Like, maybe the city should do a little more to help out its citizens instead of making things actively hostile. You know, like, I don't want to hear about, like, police, you know, shutting down homeless camps or whatever. Like, that just feels monstrous. Come on. Yours didn't used to have gates, and apparently the fare theft was really bad. I know on, like, when I've been in DC, and I've taken the DC Metro a couple times, I've seen someone, like, just hop the gates. Like, just do a big old leap over the fare gates. They weren't stopped or anything. I don't know if nobody, like, none of the... Like, there's somebody in a booth there, but I don't know how much attention they pay. Or maybe if you're there and you see someone just with the chutzpah to just leap over, and you're like, you know what? You've earned it. Go for it. They made the gates taller in the past few years. So see, if the gates are really tall and somebody takes, like, that running leap over it, maybe you're like, you know what? That's okay. You've earned that. You've done your Olympic hurdles. Anyway, I feel like a sucker paying for transit in this city because it's never checked. I mean, I do. I have my monthly transit passes and all. Because, you know, what if I don't want to get slapped with a big fine or a ticket or a mark on my permanent record. But, you know, at the same time, like, why, you know, have these fares, but then like the trains are a mess and they're deeply uncomfortable. You know, it's just ugh. I'll have a good snooze, money. It's very late where you are, isn't it? Or very early, perhaps. Get some good shut-eye. Take care. If someone parkours over the gate, it's like, if you could parkour back out on the other end, you've earned it. Yeah, let's just do the combo attack on Mortal Moon, and then Ari I'll have use Overdrive. You're sure the transit police differently, but you simply do not see it. Yeah. I ain't a narc. You know, whatever. You live your life. They somehow still do fare checks on the sky trains despite having gates now, which is weird. How do they do fare checks? Like, the way I did it is, like, the sky train at Vancouver, lets you... How do I explain? Like, you can buy a physical ticket, but you can also just use, like, your credit or debit card and then just tap the payment point. Maybe they have a device or something that will, like, check your card to see if, like, you've made that kind of purchase or not. I don't know. Those compass cards, they have handheld machines that can read them. That makes sense for the compass cards. But, you know, I just used, like, my credit card while I was there. Man, I was jealous of how, like, nice your trains were. They were so clean. Like, the seating was good, they were spacious, and again, the train manners were so much better than they are in this city. Like people will actually wait for others to disembark, but on the trains here, people just, like, bum rush the doors. It's like, please. People are also really good at standing right in front of the, like, they'll be on the train, and you'll be trying to disembark, and they'll just stand in front of, like, they're leaning on the wall in front of the doors. And at first, because they're there when you get to your stop, and you think, oh, they're getting out here too, you know, I'll let them press the button, but no, they're just standing there on their phone or whatever. Like, oh, okay. They do at some stations. A compass card is cheaper, really. Well, I only took the train a couple of times, but I'll keep that in mind. I wish I'd had more time there. Like, I really wanted to see the aquarium, but it was not in the cards. I felt so sad, like the Vancouver airport, one of the stores there just sells souvenirs from the Vancouver aquarium. They had these cute axolotl dolls. I was a little tempted. I didn't. Because, I mean, airport prices are already outrageous, and things are really expensive, you know, and money. I was a little tempted. My one souvenir, if you want to call it that, was there was a Daiso there. I never been to a Daiso before because there aren't any here as far as I'm aware. So I went to a Daiso, just had a look around because I was curious, and I bought this little plush bunny rabbit charm that I clasped onto my satchel. So I have that. Maybe I should give it a name. I don't know. Yeah, Mudkip Reel. They're just as expensive at the aquarium, but the profit goes into the aquarium, so that's okay. Yeah, I would rather that than the Vancouver airport. You know, it was also nice, the Vancouver airport, is there's like a covered bridge. Like, it's an outdoor walkway sort of covered bridge, so it's still kind of chilly. But, like, the sides were all glass, and it was all pride flags. Like, all the pride, well, I don't know if it was every single, you know, but all the major pride flags. I liked that. I appreciated that. Thank you, Vancouver. Okay, so hang on a second. I need to pull up the central map again. Okay, there's another NPC guy. There's another save point around here too. I also want to get I think it's the upper right chest. Yeah, the upper right has Ari's best sword. And I do want Ari's best sword. To get that, I'll have to go back to the rightmost room. And then go north. I think. Yeah. Okay, okay. I think I got it. Maybe. Trying to navigate, like, these two maps is a nightmare. Your city put in a pride flag crosswalk not long ago in the main drag. That is nice. Your local save-on has a 7-foot progress flag hanging in the front entrance year-round. Oh, that rules. Man, wish my province would get on that level. Not in Alberta. Not in Alberta. Oh, get me out of here. Oh. Hell province. Hell province. Oh. Honestly, Vancouver seems like a really nice place to live, except the cost of living is cost of living is astronomical. I didn't mean to say ass. I was going to say astronomical, and I cut myself off. But no, it's ass. To use a technical term, it's ass. But my big goal, like in January, is I really want to find a new job, a better job, one that is not physically debilitating. So I make more money, and also I can stream more with better equipment and not be as tired. Wouldn't that be nice? You can't say ass on the N64, not even in Ogre Battle 64. You can say damn, though. Did they say bastard in Ogre Battle 64? I don't remember. There used to be a man named Pollock. He would remove important aspects of evil kings and heroes, ruining Balloon's world. Evil kings and heroes were important entities and the basis of this adventurous world for the princess. He used to make Balloon really upset. Pollock thought that the people classified by Balloon were to be pitied. To take the rules away, he escaped. It's been several hundred years now. Although it was within the classified time frame, Pollock tried to sneak into the gap between classifications that Balloon in order to transform the structure of power ruling the world. As if he was trying to break a boulder by driving a wedge into a crack. The great hero Hopkins was one of Pollock's wedges. Their activity slowly transformed the world. And now, here you are. If you are breaking the classifications of this world, it must be the flow of the world. It was originally desired by our company at the beginning. Maybe Pollock expected that and returned Hopkins' sword to the center building here. They say he hid various goods all over the world that only the sword could open. If you find the sword, go look for them. So, the sword here, I assume when you mention Ari's best weapon. Now, would I have to take that sword and then leave this place? Oh, I thought I didn't pick up the amethyst key. Oh. Hang on, no, that's right, I need to... Hang on. Where? Pull up different map again. Different map. It's back over here. Oh, that's right. That's right, because I have to come here from the right side. I remember now. Oh, I have to go back around. Hang on. I need to pull up a different map again. Everything is miserable. Okay, no, I am going the right way. I just have to, like, loop this way. And then here. God, can you imagine doing this without, like, a fully fleshed out map? Where you can't see the bookcases? I've decided to stop being a fictional character and escape into the real world. Also, I put a guy in a jar. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just leaving. Yeet. You did it without a map many years ago. It sucked. I salute you. Games 2 decades ago were not super user-friendly, no. Maybe that's why I've never been an RPG completionist. Like, I know there are people out there that when they really get into an RPG, like, they'll try and get everything. And for some RPGs, that's a truly grueling process. Like, Baten Kaitos, I've heard getting 100% in that takes, like, hours. Like, you have to age stuff in real time. But I've never been a completionist because, I mean, why would I suffer through such misery? You didn't own a PS2 or this game. You had to go to a friend's house to play it. Fridays after school you go to her house and try and play Okage. And a month or two of Friday Okage hangouts, like for the whole game, or just this dungeon. To get through this library, oh god. Miserable. Miserable. And yet we persist because of Stan. Like, I think the story of this game, the characters, like the whole world building, I find it's genuinely charming and interesting. I like sort of this deconstruction of story tropes. The designs are a lot of fun. I wish I could see Okage fully realized, you know, without being rushed. Like an Okage remaster. And it doesn't need a lot of fancy bells and whistles, just like maybe better maps, better design, maybe some more dungeon songs so we don't have to hear Heya Hoopla Hey forever. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the save point. I am going back to the save point quite a bit, but you understand that if Ari gets ganged up on and dies, then thank you for pinning that. Yeah, I love Okage. I wish it was good. It's true. It's true. I too, I love Okage. I wish it was good. But you know what? Sometimes games don't have to be good to be memorable experiences. A month or two for this dungeon specifically. My god. And you think most people, when they hear someone had to spend like a month on an RPG dungeon, they'd think, oh, you had to grind a lot? You know, was it really difficult? Like, no, it's just an absolute nightmare to navigate and takes a million years. And also you have a protagonist made of tissue paper, and if he dies, it's instant game over. He has a big, powerful Demon King buddy, but that Demon King buddy will not lift a finger unless sufficiently motivated. And, like, when's that gonna happen? I don't know. Stan's certainly not gonna tell you. Actually, let's have Roz wait. I'm gonna do a combo attack. Okay, there we go. Oh, you don't like Heya Hoopla Hey? Big holy tree be upon thee. Well, I'm thinking about Ari being made of tissue paper. It's not the same, but at some point over the next couple days, I have to go back to RE2 and replay up to where we left off at the end of stream. Where if you missed it, I got right in front of a save point. Like, I was right in front of the room for it. But unfortunately, that was at the point of the game where you trip a flag and the police station gets repopulated with tougher enemies, and there was a licker up there. So poor Leon did not make it to the save room. Sorry, Leon. Rip Leon. Kelly, can you drop? I mean, by drop I mean just use the Weon emote, just for old time's sake. Ari 2. Oh yeah, I guess one would get those sounds conflated, huh? Sorry, the letter R, the letter E, 2, not Ari, Sweet Hop 2. Hang on, I'm just consulting my map here, because I do want
that sweet sword for Ari. I just need to figure out the most expedient way to get it, to get to the rightmost area. So I think, yeah, if I just go through the top again, I think I should be able to get to it. Thank you, Kelly. You play Infinity Nikki on the lowest setting because you don't care and it still looks great. Yeah, that screenshot you shared of like that sweater texture. I looked at that sweater and went, man, the level of detail, like just the stray threads on that sweater. I mean, I suppose if you're going to make a fashion-oriented gacha, well, it's an open world, it's a gacha game. It's an open world gacha game where the pulls are outfits. You better put as much care and consideration into those outfits as you can muster so people wail on them. It was a lot of detail. I saw friend Nico Loose stream a little bit of Infinity Nikki. And I mean, well, open world gacha games, neither of those genres are for me. But I did appreciate the level of design that went into the outfits, even though I did not care for the outfits at all. They're very over-designed, over-fancy. I mean, it's not a game for me. But, you know, your fashion is not my fashion, and that's okay. Thinking about the time you busted your hand so bad you couldn't type, but you were still trying to write. Tried doing dictation software. But dictation software is not prepared for fantasy worlds and fantasy names. It kept thinking you were talking about search engine optimization. I sometimes use speech to text on my phone. Because especially when I was having tendinitis flaring up in my hands, that it just made things a little more expedient, and I still use it sometimes, but I also find it very frustrating because for similar reasons, dictation software does not really like the way I talk. And I realize, I mean, you're listening to me stream, you know I have a very eccentric way of speaking. Whether or not that's one of my charms is up to you to decide, but a lot of the time it simply would not understand the words I was trying to use and would try and replace them with like completely the wrong things. No wait, no, I want the upper, heck, there's too many like little side corridors that don't go anywhere. It's not the door I want the one above it, which, of course there's a shelf in the way. Like, I was trying to say the word haughty, as in H-A-U-G-H-T-Y. You know, someone who is like snooty and stuck up. I was talking about Sakuna from of Rice and Ruin fame. But it insisted I meant H-O-T-T-I-E. And like, I've never even typed that word, phone. But I guess your average user would mean that over the definition I wanted. My voice is clear to you, but maybe you don't hear the accent. My Midwestern Canadian accent, I don't think it's even an accent thing. I think it's just, again, like when I say I talk eccentrically, I think it's the words I use and the way I phrase my sentences. Maybe it's a little too odd. Speech to text doesn't know about the cot merger. Let's see, there's my accent right there. Caught. Why am I doing this with Big Bolt? No, I wanna... Let's do a combo attack on the Mortal Moon, because it can do whatever that, like, Doom status effect was. I don't know. It put a scythe on Linda. It was scary. I don't want that. Big Bull and Roz team up to punch the moon. Beautiful. It's always interesting when you think someone is normal and then they pronounce Mary and Mary completely differently, and you're like, New York spotted. Mary, like that. I might be over enunciating a little bit. I'm gonna have Ari heal himself because I am a coward. I think it's funny when, like, I hear someone from, like, around New York speak. Like, New York, New Jersey. Like, there's a couple streamers I enjoy from around that area. Oh boy, Ari's almost dead. Good thing I'm doing this. And, like, their accents aren't particularly noticeable unless they say words, like, with that A sound, like orange. And then I'm over enunciating a little bit for clarity's sake. But then I'm like, ah, there it is. Orange. I think it's funny when, what is it? The way I say tomorrow is what apparently gives me away as Canadian, I've been told. I'm sure there's other words, but that was the one specifically, tomorrow. Let me see this picture really quick. What are these creatures? Why does that one have a clown nose? What? Huh. Hang on, I'll share these with chat too, so you can see. So these are from Infinity Nikki. And I don't know what these creatures are. There's a little moth one on the left with like the light bulb on their head. That's cute. With the oversized glasses. What are these like chicken abominations? Like with the clown, like that one with the clown nose, they have killed before. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The one with like the clown hat, that one's killed before. I mean, the big one you think is like the boss, the leader, but no, the cone hat. The latter are at the Handsome Lad Circus. Oh, I thought you meant collectively these four critters were just known as the Handsome Lad Circus, and now I'm deeply disappointed they're not. I want them to be the Handsome Lad Circus. Literally called the Handsome Lad Circus, it's not a nickname. So there is something called the Handsome Lad Circus, but they're not the entirety of it. Because I think it would be a lot funnier. What I'm imagining in my head is just these four dumples, these creatures, are the Handsome Lad Circus. Thank you. Their little button feet. That must be uncomfortable, just living your life walking on buttons. Well, I gotta be careful, because otherwise I will forget where I'm at. Again, I'm looking at two maps here. So it's a little dicey navigating. Not now, Ghost. Piss off, Ghost. I'm not a Marvel person. I'm not a Marvel person, but I did really enjoy Thor Ragnarok. It was a really fun movie. Never forget, piss off, Ghost. Sorry, my Kiwi accent is garbage, but it is an accent I've heard very rarely. I'm walking on buttons. Ouch! I'm stepping on Legos. But instead of whoa, it's just the Wilhelm scream. No, I don't feel inclined to make that happen for real, but you can imagine it. Hooray! You appreciate my bad Kiwi accent attempts. You're welcome. I feel a little bad though. Well, it's better than my questionable Australian accent attempt, which needs a lot more practice. I know you kind of have to keep your tongue low in your mouth, and I'm probably over enunciating it. I'm trying. Where sword? There it is. Nothing an Australian finds funnier. I like how which equipment is most powerful. I'm sliding into Boston. I'd like to apologize to all of Australia and also some of Boston. A little bit of Boston. Like half of Boston, maybe. I was like, you could tell I was trying really hard, and it wasn't happening. But look, if I was really rich, I almost said really rich, which Well, that's how clearly I'm speaking right now. I would hire an accent coach, a dialect coach. Be like, teach me how to do all sorts of different accents convincingly so I can enhance the silly voices I do on my stream on twitch.tv. Maybe questionable accents are better because at least someone will get a giggle out of them. As long as people don't think I'm making fun of them, because nothing could be further from my intent. All white homestyle. Kuwait. Kuwait. I don't know, what's like a stereotypical thing somebody from Boston would say? I gotta go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some coffee. Coffee? I'm not sure how to differentiate the New York coffee. Oh god, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Pack the cat in the Harvard yard. Oh jeez. Okay. We're getting close. There's another save point soon. Well, there's a spot on the map marked with the kana se, and the save point at the start was also marked with se, so I'm going to assume it's short for sebe. Why is... You know what, Balloon? Why did you structure your library like this? Like, what is with this erratic nature of shells? You're never going to be able to find anything. You know, folks in chat, do you feel that your accent, your particular accent, is fairly strong or unremarkable? I feel like mine is fairly unremarkable, but then Midwestern Canadian generally, I think, is fairly unremarkable because a lot of, like, broadcaster English that you hear on TV, I think is like Midwest America, like the standard US American English. So because I'm close to that it doesn't really stick out in my mind, then I don't know. Again, if I say tomorrow, it's like, Canadian. So who knows? When you were briefly in Niagara Falls, you found their accents much stronger than mine. Your accent's the one people learn when being newscasters. Kelly, you should get into broadcast then, clearly. I need to heal Ari. If somebody kills him after I've gotten him this sweet sword, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Okay, Ari, I need you to fix yourself. I'm so scared. Scarewood. Apparently you talk fast. Huh. I mean, I've heard you speak. I would not rate it as remarkably fast. You just speak like a person. I mean, I haven't heard, I didn't listen to you and think, boy, she talks real fast. If anyone talks fast, it's probably me. In Canada, the more east you go, the stronger the Canadian accent. Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Like, especially if you go to the Maritimes. You don't feel like yours is odd, but you have a weird mix at this point. Even before you moved to Kentucky, people would tell your mom that you didn't sound like you were from Iowa. Huh. What does someone from Iowa sound like? I mean, I'm not well-traveled, so I don't know. Okay, I'm just staring at the map here. So if I go, I should be able to just go up. And around, and then up, and then the save point. No. Okay. Look at Bull's face. Not for any particular reason, just because he's kind of looking at the camera, and I like him. You hear BC, Washington, and Oregon is mostly the same, and those are similar to American broadcast accent. Oh yeah, they're here too.
At last, we're here! You know what to do, everybody. Defeat Balloon, who is pushing his luck, in the name of the great evil king. Get ready.
Yay, Stan!
He's going down, bro.
What are you talking about? This is a war of justice against that enormous evil that created this insidious world. He's nothing like those floppy evil kings and must be a hard nut. Give it your all, guys. I'm here searching for intelligence, though. Hopefully in the end I'll find some. Wow, Kiesling, you're just gonna throw us all under the bus like that. Cool, thanks, great. That's why you're not in the party anymore. I see, Ari. Then to each his own raison d'etre. Who is to say who is right? For evil, for justice, for science, only you can know truly why you fight. Forward, comrades. Advance, we shall with variant motives in sight. I will learn what I need, then on to victory. We unite. Do you practice before you talk? Can I be mean to... he's not, like, a friendship candidate, obviously. I'm gonna be mean to Epros. Do you practice before you talk? My faith and plans are in thy hands. Yeah, Big Bull is just fighting for the sake of fighting. I sound neutral to you because I don't do the Canadian R. What is the Canadian R? I can't think about it. Can't think of it, rather. My friendship quest is over. Be as mean to anyone as I want. All right. Huh? What? It doesn't open?
What's going on, Balloon? He made all of those loud, pompous claims, and now he's gone. Coward. Twould this be tough? Break it down. 'Tis simple enough.
Yeah, come on, Dio.
Out of the way, let me at it.
No, wait a second. I deduce that this is a door. Therefore, it should be opened rationally, as a door should. Don't you think so? I think Big Bull should run face first into the door. All hands agree? Yeah? Okay.
Thinking's hard. Let's just kill it.
Actually, I'd like to side with Linda. Let's just kill the door.
Then I'll call him for the first time in a while. James! Hey, James!
Who is this James? I fear I know him not by his name. I was desperately hoping he was going to continue and then bowl into the door and break it, and I'm so sad. But I'm not really that sad because that entrance alone was spectacular. It's overpronouncing R and adding a bit of an H to it. Like saying car. James rules. He may be the best character next to Stan. Like every time he shows up, it's a delight.
Long time no see. Well, it has been a while, Master. What's wrong? Don't tell me this tiny door is stopping you. Shut up, yada yada, blah blah. Your yammering makes my brain bleed. Do something already.
Maybe we should get the Baron of Brains on that, Stan.
What's wrong, Master? You shouldn't stress over such a thing. It's easy. I heard that this is a war against classification. So, what is important is not being classified.
Huh?
In particular, Mr. Kiesling, your hypothesis is faulty. You shouldn't be caught by classifications such as, this is a door. Just forget this is a door to open. Then the only thing we need to do is... Now, everybody, let me go through. Now... Huh? Nonsense, butler chop! Here you go. Now, enter if you want. Adieu.
So French exists in this world because James and Epros, I almost called them Epson. Epson salts. I just used it. Anyway, Rip Kiesling.
He just broke through. That was totally buff.
Yes, that was thrilling. Shall we, then? On to the killing. Oh yeah, and Stan uses moi, but that's just Stan. Maybe he just made it up himself.
It was not a scientifically sound move.
Yeah, just get out of here, Kiesling. You lost. French is only known to evil kings and James, the language of evil. I don't think anything is going to kill me immediately.
Now, slave, I know it's not the best time to ask, but who do you think would be appropriate for my wife?
It's really not, Stan, but okay. Let's get Stan on Evil King Tinder. A cute. I see, and smooth. It's gonna be a shark. Lovely. Okay, and the next is important. School nurse. I mean, if that's what you're into, queen. Like, I know I want to pick the funny thing, but like, it's a challenge just to see if I can maybe get Stan to not laugh in my face.
You say a cute, lovely queen? That's it! You have pleased me. I'm so happy I'll deliver a surprise attack to these low-class demons.
No, there's no saying that this cute, lovely queen can't also be a shark who is smooth, and a school nurse on weekdays. Every other weekday. I know some people here for sure have seen it, but are people familiar with that comic about sharks being smooth? And then so many people in like the comments trying to actually the artist who made it. You know, like actually sharks have rough and coarse skin like sandpaper, and the artist was just, you know, cheekily doubling down. Like, no, they're very smooth. I felt them. They're very smooth. And people were just losing their minds because they just couldn't understand or accept that this guy was doing a bit.
Who should I marry? Cute girl. Incredible. Genius. I'm so validated.
Stan is the cutest girl of them all. I mean, you can't compare. Anyway, I don't think anything's gonna kill me immediately, but I'm just gonna save. Just in case. You never know when, like, Epsom salt is gonna come up again. Smooth lions are attacking me. That's the one. That's the one. You know, I was actually wondering if James was going to try fighting us as, like, a mini-boss, because he's like, well,
you know, we're trying to throw off our classification, so I throw off my guise of being a butler, and you can fight me now, but no. But I like this better. I'm glad James is still our friend, and presumably still, like, you know, getting with our mom. Also, hello, Balloon. I found you, you classification freak! Your man, the vampire evil king, is mine. Defeated by me already.
Your way of being evil is not as clean as that of the evil kings. I just cannot stand it.
Here you are. Now I can make an adjustment. You have created a great bother for me this time. Naturally, and we plan to continue. Not only do I not need Ari, I do not need any of you in this world. The reincarnation of Goma and Rosalind have accumulated too much power on the way here. It's good for me that you came together. I will let you disappear here, where nobody from the world is watching. Thy meaning, sir, speak plainly. Evenly matched you two. Fight and die on each other's swords. This is what you both wanted. The powers of the great evil king and the great hero. Now, take it.
That suit is so 70s.
What? Whoa, what's this?
Fight, fight, fight.
Whoa! I regained my original form. I am the one and only great evil king, the ruler of all evil in the world, Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad the 14th.
Why does the text auto-advance? You put it back. Roz is already perfect, though. She doesn't have to change.
The power of justice fills me. I am the great hero, the representative of the justice of the world, Rosalind. To determine the fate of the world, fight justice and evil.
They're gonna duke it out in Tetris. A message from Jolene. Jolene would also like to put it back. Ha! I'm not yelling. I'm gonna peek my microphone. I almost wish it was that stock explosion, like the one you see in Undertale and Deltarune. Lights, guard me!
What? What's wrong with them?
Oh my god, Stan looks sort of scary.
Curses. Balloon, this must end. You have adjusted the world again. What do you mean? This is good. Fine. No one can stop those two. Now you observe them from the balcony. By the time the fight is over, neither will have survived. Ari, it is up to you. Devise a way to stop those two.
No way, I want to see this.
Kneel not to thy confusion, never bow. A ploy to contrive. Thou must end this delusion somehow. Show me what I wanted to see now.
All right. Stan's not supposed to have a chin. This is weird. Oh, I can move.
Oh, what's going on, brother? What should I do, huh? What I can do is recognize the winner as the Evil King World Champion belt holder.
Hell yeah, Big Bull. Priorities. Correct.
Oh my god, Stan became totally scary and is now manipulated by the enemy. And Epros comes in with advice, saying, what, Ari will die? What's he gonna do?
You know, like, Linda's voice, like, gets cut off by my microphone so often, I feel like I have to try toning it down, but then it's not really her, if it's not annoying.
Hey, Ari, you must somehow devise a way to stop them now. Anything is fine. Just try. Is there anything that brings them back? A word? A tool? A plan of attack? Show me what I wanted to see now.
What I think is two ultimate attributes of hero and evil king signified. The implication of the semantics in this fight. The philosophy itself only functions for the fixed image which is predetermined by, as if painted over by its own character. It clearly illuminated, ultimately, as a simple mechanical aspect, and therefore, the motivation of the combat due to that. In other words, Ari, they are now fighting because she's a hero, and because he's an evil king. Do we defeat them both to stop them? It would be easy if we could. Well, what should we do? Get Big Bull to throw me over there, oh no.
I'm a chuckster!
Oh god, no, he'd throw me through the ceiling. Can I press the call Stan button and call Stan back? I didn't mean to talk to you again, but that's okay, I like you. I can't. What I do here is I use an item. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Interesting that Roz is still technically in my party. Signs of the evil king no longer exist in this place. I shall seek a new battle on a new field. This is the end of my role here. Thank you, I had to see. Man, I have a lot of stuff that I never used for side quests that I forgot about, huh? Does anybody want some mascara? I can't use a friendship bond. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what item. Not that one. Uh-oh. Hang on, I'll figure it out. I can't remember. I mean, I'm trying to think of which one would be the funniest, really, but I wish it was my. It's not going to be my dad's card. No. Yeah, I'm not. I don't remember what it would be. Oh, voice recorder. Ari pressed buttons of the voice recorder randomly. I forgot this thing existed. I'm using a music box.
How dare you! Calling me a fake evil king is the ultimate mega offense!
Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot they were giving me pieces of it. I mean, it's been a while since I got one. I heard a good thing. I can call you it again and again. You fake evil being. Fake evil being. We can record their petty squabbles forever.
Ugh, unforgivable. I thought I'd cause you to suffer in terror if you saw my real form, but I can't stand it anymore. You'll pay for this right now.
Well, try if you can. Why didn't you call the weird butler?
Oh, James, please protect me.
What are these voices? 'Tis as if from air. Hark! Ari, what's that device there?
Whoa, the power. I'm regaining my power, at last. Alas.
God, I love his sad face. Strange, you didn't change. I was going to get you as soon as you gained your body and left Ari.
Then come get me, washbowl woman. Oh, that's right. You need to have courage first. Sorry, I forgot. But I don't understand. I thought this vampire evil king is the last fake evil king who has my power. This is...
I don't think they knew what was going on anyway. Yes, I agree. I don't know how strong the power of the evil king is. I am a hero, regardless of classification. I will challenge the evil king and win by myself.
I have always been the great evil king, regardless of the classification, too. I will defeat the new evil king and gain my power back. I will defeat you, you damnable hero, then. At last, we are here. You know what to do, everybody. Defeat Balloon, who is pushing his luck, in the name of the great evil king. Get ready.
What are you talking about? This is a war of justice against the enormous evil that created this insidious world. He's nothing like those floppy evil kings. He's a tough cookie. Give it your all, guys. Didn't you say they were a tough nut or something? Put it back.
That's right. That is right.
Yes, it is. Good localization.
Why do I have to fight seriously against a hero with only a tremendous mouth as her weapon? How stupid of me.
Indeed. Defeating this scatterbrain evil king doesn't make any difference, does it? We are here to defeat a far more important enemy. Friendship? Question mark.
Why? How could you stop? I concentrated all the power of classification on you. The device is a mere toy I prepared to find out where Marlene is. Ari, why are you...
Well, we cannot explain it, and we don't want to explain it. Ari led us and revealed his true self. You think you are smart, so you should know what he has in him.
Balloon, I do not know what you believe. I am myself. I act in the way I want to. There is nothing you can do about it. No, not yet. I have to maintain this world to the day my Marlene comes back. As long as this world exists, Marlene and I will have eternity. My daughter will come back to me, and Marlene will spend time enjoying forever. This is my daughter's country, the world for my daughter, the place where my daughter plays. I cannot let my daughter's sanctuary be broken by mere props like you.
How dare you say such a thing? What? Etc. I'm having a sip of water. That was the crunchiest sound effect possible. Oh my.
With this power, my last power, I'll erase all of you from the world. I'll recreate the stage. But I won't let you break the frame of the world. My great illusion.
Melting like a piece of Velveeta. Of course we don't get another save point. Alright. I didn't think he would have an element, but I had to look anyway. Can I... Yeah, Super Shield. Let's do that. I don't think Ari... No, he doesn't have any buffs. I mean, I could have him use Decoy, but I don't think that's a good idea. Do I have any... I don't have any buffing items, I don't think. No. Just stuff that does things to enemies and probably isn't worth it. Let's have Ari wait for a Mo. Or actually, I was gonna try a combo attack with Big Bull, but I'm gonna have him do buffs too, so maybe just hit this guy. Yeah, supercharge. Stan human form looks like Ganondorf crossed with Kronk Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, let's do powerless. I hope this actually works on him. Walmart Ganon. Really is Walmart Ganon. Either that did nothing or the damage numbers haven't popped up yet. Like, we're in the frame before the damage numbers. Let's have Ari wait for now. Okay, there are the damage numbers. Yeah, Linda's group heal would have been nice for this, but oh well. Let's do defenseless as well. Can't believe Stan's true form isn't a black cat with a red bandana. Honestly, that would have been really good. That would have been really good. Let's have Roz wait a mo. Roz and Vol probably best for DPS purposes. Okay, good. I wonder if, like, the buffs last for, like, the whole fight. Or they wear off after a time, but I can't tell either way. I don't think I need that much. Just use an item on Ari. I need Ari to stay healthy. I mean, well, Roz's HP is a little low too, but Ari is the big one. I don't really know if that's better if they just attack individually or not. No idea. I didn't think you would know. I mean, this is not a game that gives you very much information. So she did like what, 107 in that combo attack, and Big Bull did 159. Okay, so they do more if I let them do the combination attack. So that's good to be aware of. So it would behoove me to have them wait and then attack together. Oh, the postal strike? Your mom just came down with mail from November 20th. Well, I wasn't waiting for anything in the mail. But, man, I really feel for the Canada postal workers, because, like, yeah, the conditions are brutal. And it's so frustrating that so many articles like I'll see on it in the news are people going like trying to make it about what about our profits? What about corporations? You know, like never about what about the workers? Very glad Roz did not die there. Thank you for not dying, Roz. Appreciate it. It's a little bland to like keep Ari on healing duty when I got him this sword. But I mean, you know, I don't want anybody to die. Yeah. It's been very clear the past month. I guess if you're not Canadian, for the record, our postal service has been on strike for a while now. Partially because like the conditions they've had to work under have been, holy moly, really, really brutal. But a lot of the news media has just been talking about what about, you know, the businesses affected by this and whatnot. And yeah, there's economic repercussions of the strike, but, well, and we'll get into that on a Okage stream, because we're here for Stan and Roz and Big Bull, who really, I don't know if he fully appreciates what's going on right now. I agree with the earlier comment that he and Linda should go on tour together. Maybe he could be your backup dancer. I don't know, you think he could sing? Maybe he could rap. I guess there's auto-tune. Can I say that like 90% of the time auto-tune drives me up the wall? Let's wait. Auto-tune some cow noises. Now you're talking. One quirk of this game that I still don't understand fully is why characters will do those multiple, like 2 hits when they're attacking an enemy. They do that first hit for like 1 damage. Maybe if there was like a really rare chance for it to crit or something, that would be cool, but that's not a thing. Let's have a combo attack again. So this guy has a lot of HP. Now is it more than Big Bull had, I should say. You know, that old RPG chestnut is if you fight an enemy and then they join your party, their stats will be worse. Get him, Stan. Heck yeah. Bless. I wish using decoy to deliberately soak up hits to trigger Stan would be a good strategy. But the fact that his survival is tethered to whether or not you get a game over is not worth playing with fire. And also this guy does a lot of multi-target hits, or he has been doing a lot of multi-target hits. Big Bull has more HP than everyone except Balloon. Oh. Great. Kinda wish I had that black cat jewel, but then, no, Epros would have been even more of a nightmare, so never mind. It had to be the way it was. I might as well just like keep using these little heals and just keep people topped off, and then we should be fine. Unless he does something like really nasty. Fancy lads are much harder to kill. He's not really fancy anymore. He does kind of look like he's wearing a stupid suit though. Like it looks kind of like a collar and a tie or something. It's not just me who sees it right. Actually, he reminds me more of like Discount Bowser, you know, as opposed to Ganon. Best value Bowser. Oh, Epros. Okay, never mind. Epros is the fancy lad. I thought you were referring to Balloon's pre-transformation, incredibly 70s Christmas tone suit. Like, you know that's made of, like, velour Or corduroy or something. Alright, I gotta wait. Please don't punch Ari. Has that boy not been punched around enough in his life, his miserable adult life? Sorry, not adult. He's 16. It's not an adult yet. It will be miserable, though. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the validation of the use of the Black Cat Jewel, because, yeah, that... Ugh. I don't want to think about that fight without it. I hope he keeps doing that punch attack, because it's not doing a whole lot to us. It's better than that group attack that he was using, which is a lot more annoying to recover from. Actually, let's just have Roz wait. And then Ari, I'll just have use a Miracle Nut since I have a bunch of them. And then Big Bull can attack. His magic is a lot more painful than his punches. Maybe because our magic stats are not good? Yeah, he's the source of the TIE fighter noise. The screams of the damned. It feels very mundane just focusing on keeping Ari topped off, but we don't want to sit through all those cutscenes again. We don't want to have to see, like, the worst form of Stan. Put it back. I like his stupid jack-o'-lantern face better. Is this guy gonna have another form that has even more HP? I mean, don't tell me. He probably will. I mean, you can't have a JRPG final boss that doesn't have, like, at least 2 forms. But then again, this is Okage. And it's a little jank. Stan is orange, fake tan, fake Stan. Do I want to be told? Can my heart take it? Look at all that 1 damage. Wonderful. Alright, thank you, Stan. Bless. Let's wait. Oh, here comes that awful attack. Ugh. Attaboy Stanley. You think Stan knows that a hi-hat is like a type of cymbal? $629 stands. Yeah, I'm still gonna keep Ari topped off. Very mundane, but it's better to be safe. Yes, of course I am a type of symbol. Symbol of evil. Stan has definitely said this before. I'm right. Oh, again. All right. Somebody's being very proactive today. If France is real, is Trinidad also real? I was wondering, honestly. Is Stan aware of Trinidad and Tobago? Does he know what the Caribbean is? Maybe when we're done this adventure, we'll all go on a nice Caribbean vacation together. God, I wish I had a group heal. I'll just stick with the mundane little heals for now. Why is one of his names an island nation? I mean, maybe, you know, it's like how they say, dress for the job you want. Give yourself the name of the island nation you want to rule? I'm not sure. I'll workshop that a little bit. So glad I have all of these healing items, which are kind of excessive, but otherwise I'd be too cheap to use them. Please don't use that twice in a row. I mean, I guess if it gets Stan to contribute more, that's okay. But I think the best attacks are the ones where he punches Ari repeatedly for very little damage. Because that, I mean, like, they're little hits, but presumably they will still trigger Stan to counterattack. But you know, the concern is kind of like, what if like he has so many hit points that I actually run out of healing items? And 25 Miracle Nuts is not enough, especially if he uses Channel a bunch. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. It's very rude. Not taking any chances. Yeah, let's use an item on Roz too. There goes the TIE Fighter for its flyby. Hang in there, Roz. Walk it off, Roz. Ooh, ah. I should have used the Miracle Nut. Oh well. I've been wondering if her abilities stack, but I'm not sure. I guess I could try. I could make the attempt. Please stop beating up Roz. She's gone through enough. Poor Roz. Why does he have it out for her specifically? You think it would be Stan and Ari he wants to get rid of, but then maybe he realizes if he keeps hitting Ari, Stan will eventually stop being lazy and help. Probably mad she didn't kill Stan for him. Oh wait, no. I had Ari on standby, not Big Bull. Oop. Oh well. Our health is full, so we'll be okay. Ugh. Oh, that was still ugly, though. Oof. Should maybe, like, my LP's low, too. Maybe use some LP restoring items on Ari's turn. Possibly mad Roz was so buddy-buddy with fake Marlene. I feel like Balloon would get upset if like his daughter was like somebody liked his daughter or his daughter liked someone more than him. I'm not phrasing this well. I may be slightly distracted. Let's. You know what? My LP is already low. Let's try the Wimberry. Why not? I haven't used it yet. As a treat. Also have wild strawberry just in case. Fruits as treats. Okay. Rise's health is lower, so. Was that 20, I think? It's not bad. Not as good as a strawberry, but still not bad. Okay. Let's wait. Okay. Combo attack, and then I'll have Ari heal Big Bull. Punch, 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 punch. That's it. Do lots of little hits to Ari. So Stan will finally stop being so lazy. Standing around, if you will. See? There he goes. Eh. I keep thinking when he tips backwards like that, like, oh, that's it, that's the last hit we want. No. I wish.
Oh, stop it.
Our magic stat is awful. Please don't capitalize on this. I was briefly concerned that Ari's heal would somehow go off before the damage from channel would hit. Which would be very silly, but also absolutely par of the course for Okage. Which is a video game. I almost said in much the same way that Shadow the Hedgehog is a video game, but no, I can't say that. That's awful. That's awful. Okage, generally charming, and genuinely charming, and has good ideas. Shadow the Hedgehog, well, Shadow the Hedgehog is in it. That's all I got. Bringing Linda lets you buff magic defense, but also reduces your damage output a lot. So a valid strategy, but one that makes this fight extremely long, and it's already extremely long. Did you spend another month on this fight? Not even the difficulty, just, you know, whittling him down. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It is generally. Okage is generally charming. But, you know, sometimes. Sometimes. Oh, please. I mean, wow, I love it when you use channel. I love it. It's the best. Please continue to use channel. I'm gonna wait. All right, Roz already was ready. It's a lot of fun stuff with some tedious chores in between. That's right. Oh man, Ari's health is a little scary now. Come on, hurry up, Ari, please. Hurry up, Ari, please. Please, please. Please, 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 please. Waiting for the damage numbers to hit. Sweating a little bit. A little bit. Oh boy, okay, we're good, we're good. I mean, it was reasonably certain we'd be good, but you never know. You never know. I have to make sure that if Ari is fully charged up, that he does not, or rather, I don't use a combination attack while his turn is prepared. Because then he will join in, and then his ATB meter will empty with everyone else's. That's it. Do the little hits. Do the little inconsequential hits. Okay, I'll have to have Ari do something else. I guess I could use another wild strawberry. I'm surprised, like, they never give you a better LP recovery item. As far as I'm aware. I mean, unless there's, like, a super secret shop that I missed somewhere. Fire Emblem type secret shop. Get Ari a pair of boots. No, I don't need that. I'm just gonna have Ari heal himself. Or, no, Roz. That was so anticlimactic. He just turns into an item bag. Big Bull didn't even do the final hit. But he's here. He's flexing. Hooray. No money. What do you mean no money? Burning parasol.
If you want to kill me, kill me. This world is no longer.
I wanted to see you like this, but I won't kill you. It's too much work.
Now I'm satisfied. You're free. Go! Erasing the classification of the world. Isn't that what you desired? I am leaving for the vast open world in search of Marlene. Marlene will no longer be able to find our home by herself. To find me in the unmeasured, spread-out worlds. So I must search for her. The time is finite now. No matter how long it takes. Not a doll, but a true.
I thought he was just gonna walk off the edge. Is he a load-bearing boss? Is the library gonna collapse? Bum bum ba da dum bum ba da. Oh, we're already out. Hurry up, hurry up. Dang, all those records. Oof. So, the world has changed somehow? Doesn't seem to be changed at all. Well, it is not the matter of the world, but the cognition of its residents. From now on, we do not have to function within the set frame. Our meaning is as we wish it.
Whatever. I'm an evil king. It's not my concern whether classifications are erased or not. I have pride in being an evil king. Thus, I'm off to seek true evil. Master Stan, you are stupendous. I will follow you anywhere you go. Oh, James. By the way, when you didn't appear, where and what were you doing? Well, I obediently watched over you in the background, not daring to interfere with the master. Fine. Well, this is it, Ari. I had a good time. You will hear my name again as ruler of this wide world. If you visit me then, maybe we can have some fun again. So long!
I wish the text would not auto-advance. Huh, how cold-hearted. I was denied our final fight.
Oh no! Stupid Stan, what about my shadow? He ran away just like that.
Besides, I am a hero. I shouldn't leave an evil king who seeks evil alone. That's right. Now I have to catch Stan and make him give my old life back. Now I gotta go, Ari. See you. World, doth thy secret lie in magical power? Rest ne'er, nor I nigh off to the great tower.
Oh my god, wait for me, Epros. You promised Linda a cuddly and a bubbly.
No way, I did not.
It's okay. Let's go, Epros. Later, Ari Gator.
One good localization. I guess I'm going back to being a famous scholar and researcher. I am going to observe all of the strange and interesting phenomena of this world. Through the great multidimensional neurodynamic intellectual engine residing in my cranium, nobody asked you, Kiesling. Get out.
I have a vision. It's called the Oxhole. I'll set up a training center for macho men everywhere. I'll have a mighty macho army ready for next time, bro. See ya!
Ari must be feeling so underwhelmed right now. Or just whelmed, I guess. Oh, is this Trieste? Oh, so it is. Nice hat, Katie. You're real now, I think. Where are they going? Curious. This music is a little Motoi Sakuraba, Golden Sun World map music. Oh, it's you! Aww. Big Bull, best character. Ah, never seen that girl before. Weird. Now this is Golden Sun World map music, just a little bit. Kiesling, what are you doing over there? Good. The title theme with less bagpipe. Oh! It's the instrumentation that's making me think of Sakuraba a little bit. Dio joins the circus. And does like sweet dunks with a giant rat man. Linda, please. Huh. No, was that like a deliberate... Like, did she just yeet Epros away with her? Was he in on that? Does he not? I don't think he wants to be there.
Oh, hey, is that you, Ari? You came back at the right time. It's the annual festival today. It's crazy in the village. Everybody's real busy. Why don't you go and help them? The more help they've got, the better. Your dad is organizing things in front of town hall. Hurry, go!
You think Epros yanked her away before she could do something? He was rescuing the circus from Linda. Oh, you're so right. I thought it was Linda's doing the teleportation. Oh no.
Hi, is it you, Ari? Long time no see. You're really looking tougher now. Not my type, though. Ari, I've made up my mind. You're not my ideal man anymore. But my prince must be out there somewhere. So I'm going to wait. My docile, obedient dream prince is out there. I know it.
Good luck.
Oh, Ari, where have you been all this time? Something big has happened. Do you want to know what happened? A totally new world was discovered beyond the outer edge of the world. What's so scary about it? You never know what scary things there are. Brrr, scary.
Listen to this, Ari. My auntie saw it again. Near your house, Ari. A weird black shadowy thing. Is that the rumored ghost?
Did Stan miss me?
Oh, so you don't believe me, Ari? But it's true. She told me she saw it this morning near your house.
Hi, Dad. Oh, Ari. It's you, Ari. Your return this time doesn't seem like a simple visit. So, what did you learn, son? I want to listen to your stories, but right now my hands are full getting ready for the festival. Put aside the stories for now and give me a hand, huh? You must be tired from the long trip, so you can let the others carry all the stuff. Ari, why don't you go home and pick up lunch? Mother has lunches ready for us. I appreciate it. See you later. Man, James wouldn't make me go get lunches for him. James is a superior dad. Hi, Annie.
Oh, Ari, you're finally back. I was having a hard time listening to Dad's crazy theories while you were gone. Oh, that reminds me. I met a girl here a while ago. She asked me if Ari's house was this way, so I showed her the way to our house. Thanks for doxing me, Annie. She was totally cute, you lady killer, breaking hearts left and right. Well, I gotta go. The festival only comes once a year. Can't miss an opportunity to test my feminine wiles. Oh, you already left. Yep, definitely the women in this family have powers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Great timing. Ari, you have a guest. I'm so proud of you finding such a pretty girl on your adventure. Come on, don't just stand there. Come inside. Oh no, I have to deliver lunch to almost everybody in the village. Oh, you may... Let me give you a hand. Oh, really? Are you sure? Can you cook? Can you teach me? Of course. The perpetual wind. The dramatic breeze. Not Princess Marlene, I think is much cuter. Less daunting somehow. That dress looks so stiff. Whoa. Tunes. Hot dang. I didn't think I'd beat it tonight. I kind of want to enjoy the music. The real Marlene at last. That's a cute ending. Thank you. I'm glad I played Okage. Yes, it is janky, but there's so much charm in it that it's worth the jank, I think. And isn't that what really sticks with you? Stuff like that, that's imperfect. Hi, Marlene, your stupid deadbeat dad walked out of the world. Do you want to hang out? Where is Stan? My bestie, my BFF. I mean, I guess I still have a lawyer BFF. And his brother from another mother. Yeah, that is a light novel title. My stupid deadbeat dad walked out of this world in another world. I'm so curious about the localization of this game. Oh, there's the Japanese title, Boku to Mao. Me and the Demon King. It sounds so cute put that way. I don't know what it is. You know, just me and the Demon King. Just a couple of pals hanging out. Just a couple guys road tripping. Yeah, where's the sequel where Ari and Stan go on like a road trip? God, no, Stan would be like the worst guy to go on a road trip with. Like, you know, he would point out like every single inane thing on the side of the road, and he would have an opinion about it. And you'd have to listen to it. You can't get out of the car. Me and the Demon King. The Demon King and I.
Stan would get you chased out of every town. Pointing out things by the side of the road and listing which things he could fight. Which is all of them. Exactly, you see my vision. In fact, you'd probably have to make regular pit stops. Like, a normal person would need pit stops or a bathroom break. Stan needs pit stops so he can fight something. Or at least, like, threaten something. Ineffectually. I'm a little sad that, like, there's evidently so many little side quests that I missed out on with all the weird items in my pockets. I wish the game would use items automatically versus, like, you have to go up to the relevant party and then bring up the menu and use it, because I wouldn't think to do it. And I feel like it's not always clear what one does with things because of the questionable localization. Oh, not a lot of side quests. Fewer than most games of its age. There's like a trading quest, I think you mentioned? Something like that? What about, like, the cologne in my pocket? You know what? I never got hit with the tax status effect. Or if I did, I didn't notice. Because I don't know what the icon for it looks like. Ari will not be audited by the IRA. Or whatever the in-universe equivalent is. Trading quests, tiny gears, some treasures you can get with the nameless sword. That feels, well, I was gonna say it feels like a very JRPG thing to have stuff that unlocks when you're basically on the doorstep of the final boss, but I'm just thinking about Tales of Symphonia specifically, which if you've never played, there is a lot of things in that game that only unlock when you are quite literally on the doorstep of the final boss fight, like walk into the next room final boss fight. Like, yeah, you could do that, or you could backtrack and then do some side quests. Yep. Twitch cannot censor your words. You speak the truth. At least give me a fast travel point, Okage. Like, those would have to be really good treasures to make me leave and go through. The library doesn't take really a long time to navigate, but it's just a lot. It's a pain to navigate through. There's our boy.
Abusing my slave brings amusement few other activities can match. Ah, what kind of calamity shall I heap upon him next? Thinking about how to torment my servant is almost as fun as doing it.
Love you, Stan.
Good.
Ending on Stan and his dopey jack-o'-lantern face and his leitmotif is really the best way Okage could have ended. Stan's going to switch to salt and sugar. Well, hot dang, I did it. That's Okage. Wow. What a game. What an experience. And you got to experience it vicariously through me. You didn't have to do all that yourself. Oh yeah, there it is. The theme tune that we heard that got a dramatic reprise. Reprise? I don't know how you say it. Thank you so much, everyone. It's very late, so I must go to bed. Maybe I'll do some F-Zero 99 tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling and what I'm up to. But thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a lovely rest of your nights. Have a great weekend. I will see you for more Resident Evil 2 next week for sure. Maybe some F-Zero tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, bye. Good night. Take care. Ciao.